I'm going to commit various war crimes. Yeah, clap, everybody clap. Do it. Hey, how is everybody doing in the realm of YouTube and the realm of TikTok? Hey, Reddit, we did it. AMA. Now I'm actually only going to be taking questions about the film Rampart. Hey, boomers, remember Woody Harrelson's disastrous AMA? Anyways, hey everybody, how we doing? We're doing a live, Chuckles here. And so, I'm here to answer your questions all night, potentially. We'll see how my larynx does. I may shred it, but I will suffer for comedy. We all suffer for comedy. So there's a lot of questions, so make sure you can ask your questions. It'll help if you do a super chat, then I'll be able to read your question a lot better. If you're on TikTok, the chat's moving a little bit slower. But what I'm here to really talk about, and answer your questions, but I'm also here to shill. Please back my Kickstarter. I'm in so much debt to a lot of really bad people, and only the Kickstarter will help. It's The Crooked Moon. It is a folk horror supplement for 5th edition, and there's a full adventure guide. I'm in it as a boss, the 11 boss fights. There's a bunch of subclasses, a bunch of races, a bunch of monsters, really cool shit in the book. And then there's a bunch of other shit you can buy, a tarot deck, 11 boss miniatures, including me, 13 sets of dice, including a Chuckles dice with my face on the dice, and my color scheme is the best one. You can get it. Go to thecrookedmoon.com and back the campaign immediately, or else I'm gonna have both of my feet broken. And do you know how many bones are in a clown foot? There's so many bones in a clown foot. I can't keep breaking them. And so please back the Kickstarter. We're trying to get to $2 million because not only will it help pay my gambling debts, it'll help me pay my bookie and the mobsters that work with the bookie, but it's also going to unlock our next stretch goal, which is Chuckles' Carnival of Chaos. And what that does is it unlocks an entire carnival for you and your friends to play through, led by Chuckles and my reveler carny clowns of the Honk Legion, basically. And you get games, you get prizes, you get events, you get all sorts of fun stuff. That's our next stretch goal. So producer Rick is here, off camera, because he doesn't have nearly as pretty of a face as me. And I think he's gonna run that trailer for everyone on YouTube right now. How about that, producer Rick? Why don't we run the trailer? Go to thecrookedmoon.com to back the campaign right now, and make sure you add on a set of Chuckles dice and tell him that Chuckles sent you.
Hungry woods reaching high, snatch the light out from the sky. Leafy sighs, creaking bones, pray you don't get found alone. Crickly crack, the branches pop, it grows the night that never stops. The tree that leans with twisted grin, her limbs are thrown, her soul is sin. Underneath the crooked moon stalks the king on cloven hoof, in pale decay and empty gloom. He comes for you. Six horns his crown, his kingdom all, for life delicious heat his call. He carries 6 of sword and seal, once wayward souls the fallen kneel. Run, don't shrink and cower, and join us at the witching hour. Skip and sing, thrashing light to smother the shrieks of endless night. Dance beneath the crooked moon, and rising rapture hand in hand. From pale
Oh, yes. Well, okay, how cool was that? Did you see my face in the trailer and how crazy all of the revelry was? That was pretty amazing. And so, if you want to join the Crooked Moon and make your own warlock where I am your patron, it's all in the Crooked Moon, so just back the campaign. It's really great. You'll be able to play a warlock of the Great Fool Patron. Okay, we have some questions finally rolling in here. Okay, let's see. What are the clowns that Gideon accidentally killed names? Well, we have Klutzy, although he was really egged on by Gricko. It's kind of more of a double homicide, or the blame is spread out by two. Then we have Thaco, and that was also kind of an accident. I guess that was before it was a peanut butter pie that killed him. And to be fair, it's his fault for being a bitch with peanut allergies. I'm sorry that you're just a weak-ass punk that's allergic to peanuts, Thaco. I'm just sorry. And you also have a stupid name. Who else was there? Oh, and there was Bumbo, who was killed by a misunderstanding of the dungeon mistress. It's not really clear if he died on a sword or if he was killed by a hand puppet. That wasn't very clear. And then, finally, I think that the last is the frog clown who is currently unnamed. I'm calling him Curly, just because every clown I call Curly, and it's funny that he doesn't have hair. You know, that's pretty fun. So that's how we're doing it. So everyone, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep doing a check. We're at 1.855 mil for the Crooked Moon with 911 backers. So make sure you back the Crooked Moon and look at this adorable Borb is part of the campaign. You want a plushie that looks this cute? Look how fucking yeetable this guy is. He's so fucking yeetable. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Thank you for the hype super chat, Hazel Blondie. Gabriel Regally with a $10 super chat. Thank you. Yummy Rose. Oh, should I do this? Yummy Rose. Ooh, ice cream, yummy. Should I do that? Wait, what would Chuckles' idle animation be? Would it just be this, like every other e-girl? Nothing wrong with e-girls, but you know what I mean. Oh, anyway, let's go to ask another question. Ooh, what will the Clown Warlock subclass focus on? It's gonna be chaotic. It's going to be just absolute chaos of a Warlock class. And so the current subclasses is like, oh, the Great Fiend. You think, oh, it'll be really cool. It's just explosions and fire damage. It's not very fun, is it? And then everything else is kind of, and then you go out one with the sword or the blade. That's not very fun. And so this subclass is gonna be about chaotic, wild magic that's fitting for clowns, jesters, jokers, and all of the above. And so that's really just the best part. So thank you. We hit our stretch goal last night for it. And so the next stretch goal is for the big 2 mil. That's the Chuckles Carnival of Chaos. And so we're very excited. We hope we can add that to the book as soon as possible. So we appreciate everyone going to thecrookedmoon.com and backing the Kickstarter campaign. Oh, Chuckles. Thank you for the $2 super chat. A tingly. That's, how do you feel about pineapple on pizza? See, that's my secret. I put pizza on pineapples. Yeah, come at me, motherfuckers and haters. I take giant slices of pineapples, and yes, there's pineapples in hell, and I slice them up, I slather them in tomato sauce, I put cheese, I put pepperoni, I put extra sausage, if you know what I mean, and I throw that sucker in the fires of hell, and I make entire pizzas out of pineapples, and none of you motherfuckers can stop me. You hear me? No one can stop me. Anyway, thanks for the super chat. I'm sorry, I'm gonna break character occasionally. Good question. Oh, well, Zachary Banal with the $2 super chat. Thank you. Thoughts on Gideon and Cremy being married? Oh, well, it's just rational that any two consenting adults should be able to love and marry whomever they want. And, especially a skinny, dapper alligator man and a big, beefy a genie man. I mean, that's just obvious. And I mean, if the shippers and the fan fiction writers have anything to say about it, it's already happened, and technically it's already canon. So Chuckles approved, although technically anything that makes Gideon happy makes me mad, so actually that should be horribly outlawed. Good question. Who do we got next? Oh, Corey with the $2 super chat, thank you. Chuckles, have you ever been in love? Oh, yes, there was. I had heard stories about the fabled Cluffy. And so I heard about big titty goth clowns, and that became my fabled quest. And it was a journey of love, of heartbreak, of chaos, destruction, horrible war crimes, rampant disease, famine, plague. Several townships were entirely eviscerated in both the states of New Jersey and Philadelphia. But it ended in heartbreak. So yes, I was in love with a big titty goth GF, but it was not meant to last. Sadly. Oh, let's see some more questions. Oh, Dice Goblin J says, what kind of warlock patron are you? I'm my own warlock patron. I ain't no fiend. I ain't no archfey. I ain't no great old one or any of that shit. I'm the great fool. I am he who laughs. I am the one who laughs beyond the stars. I am the Lord of all fools, and all of my warlocks shall bow beneath me and kiss my great clown feet. And it'll take you a while because there's a lot of shoe to kiss there. So, but I am benevolent as long as you laugh at all of my jokes. And you better clap at all my performances. And if you don't, you lose your hands. But other than that, it's a great time to be a warlock of the Great Fool. What else we got here? Oh my goodness, a $50 Canadian super chat. I don't know the conversion rates, but Canada bucks are just as good as US bucks here in Clown Hell. Chuckles, I just pledged and honestly can't wait to play. Thank you for backing thecrookedmoon.com. All of you who have backed thecrookedmoon.com, you are at thecrookedmoon.com, you are all of my favorite. I like you much more than everyone who isn't a backer of the Crooked Moon. And especially everyone who threw in the Chuckles miniature, the Chuckles pin, and the Chuckles dice set. You're my extra special favorite. Uncle Chuckles here says thank you. I honestly can't wait to play. Now for my question. How many clowns has Chuckles absorbed as hell? Seeing as he is the arch clown and all, how many clown souls will it take Chuckles to escape hell? Well, it's one of those things I'm not really sure about it because ancient rituals and the terrors of things beyond comprehension are not really super clear. But I'm hoping that if I at least get 25,000, that could be a lot. Or I think it actually might be higher, like closer to 2 million. Just like $2 million being the next stretch goal of the Crooked Moon, unlocking Chuckle the Carnival of Chaos. Thank you. But hopefully, there are a lot of clowns in the world, so we just gotta wait until 2 million clowns die, especially accidentally by Gideon. Then they're sucked to hell, clown hell. Let's answer a TikTok question for now. Hey Chuckles, what's your favorite color? Thank you, Theo. My favorite color is polka dots. I mean, there's no better color in the whole world other than polka dots, as any clown worth his or her salt will tell you. Let's see. What do we got here? What's next, producer Rick? Brandon Reynolds with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Brandon. What are Chuckles' thoughts on mimes? Does he have an arch mime nemesis? Yeah, mimes are fucking horseshit. They paint their faces, but they're all sad and mopey and they don't talk and they're not funny and they just do this. It's fucking pathetic. Be a real clown. Don't be a shitty mime. We have an eternal blood feud with all of the mimes, and there is actually, I do have a mime nemesis, but I don't know his fucking name because every time I ask it, he just goes, and he mimics a chat bubble or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. It's a stupid routine. Thank you for the question. $5. Oh, well, I answered this from Celestial Bat. Would mimes be able to join the Honk Legion? Absolutely not. They are barred. If you're a mime, go join the Legion, because you're not welcome here. You ain't doing no honking. You ain't no Honk Legion member. That's all I'm gonna say. Banned, excluded, gatekeep, girl boss, Chuckles boss, gaslight. That's what we do here, bitches. Okay, what do we have? Chuckles, what's your size? Wouldn't you like to know? I mean, I got big baggy clown pants for a reason. Thank you for the super chat faking. $6.66. Remember the back of the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com for a bunch of Chuckles rewards and other cool spooky shit, including this board that you can chuck anywhere you'd like. Let's see. Harley Chaos Gremlin with the $5 super chat. Does Chuckles enjoy DP? By that I mean diamond painting. I don't know Chuckles well enough about to ask the other kind. Well, I really enjoy DPing, especially when you do with clowns. It's like a clown car. You can really, it's not just the DP. It goes well beyond that. And I also enjoy diamond painting. But you know how clown cards work and we clowns. That's how it works. Thank you. A $10 Canadian. Who are your biggest clown inspirations? Well, of course, there's Bingo, Bozo, Klungo, Charlie the Clown, and of course, the great Ed Wynn, the greatest vaudevillian clown who ever lived. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Then we have a $500, is that yen? A 500 yen chat, thank you. What would Chuckles' impression be of Virgil if they were ever to meet? Oh gosh, Virgil, I would say, that would be my impression. Thank you very much for the yen. I only know the yen symbol because I played the great game Shenmue on the Sega Dreamcast. And they had the little capsule game, then you would just put in the yen and it would come out and you could get little toys and collect them all. Bunch of gotcha shit like mobile games, frankly. Let's take a TikTok question here. Oh, gosh. Oh, a JS. How's that larynx holding up? Gosh, it is gonna be shredded and torn, just like Gideon will be at the end of Once Upon a Witchlight. Like by the Jabberwock, spoiler alert, yikes. It's rough, it's gonna be rough. The Axolotl said, can I be part of the Honk Legion? Absolutely, everyone is welcome in the Honk Legion, as long as you're not a fucking shitty mime. No mimes allowed. Girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight, honk light, whatever it is. We don't want mimes. Mimes out of the Honk Legion here. Oh, what do we have? We got Dark Squall with a £5 hype chat or super chat. I don't know what we're doing here. Thank you. Back to Kickstarter on opening day, thank you. And by the time you were done, it was $110,000. Thank you. Congratulations on the success. Are you bribable with wine, Chuckles? Yes, if you can get me anything besides box Merlot. I'll even take box wine other than Merlot, although that's not preferable. They make me take box Merlot, they make me drink it with a box wine. I don't even know what kind it is, and it's just and they put it on ice. And they call it a hell rosé. It's awful. It's a nightmare. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, let's see. So thank you for the super chat. Chuckle, Tearpod with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Tearpod. Chuckles, whom do you ship yourself with, and how will you get them to pledge themselves to you? Have you ever thought about how your wedding would be? Yes, I ship myself with the full harem of big titty goth clown GFs. And I will woo them with dinners from IHOP, because I hear that goth girls love IHOP. That's what I heard on the internet. I'm presuming it's true. I've never had the internet be wrong. So, they had pretty good pancakes at IHOP, and their Colorado omelet is pretty banging. So that's my plan at least. Let's take a TikTok question. Oh, it's Denny's. Oh, fuck. Did I fuck it up? Is it not Denny's? I'll never have a big titty goth clown girlfriend. Oh, I'm going to be alone forever. Oh, I got another one from Hart on TikTok. Chuckles, do you witness a great fire at the family reunion? Yes. I did see a fire at the family reunion. I saw it happen from beginning to middle to end. The screams still haunt my dreams. Both the nightmares and the good ones, and the other kind, the fun dreams. Anyway, thank you for the question. Let's see. Producer Rick is helping. Oh, well, thank you for the $5 super chat, Tingly. If you could have dinner with anyone alive or dead, what would you eat? Oh, well, gosh. I was gonna say IHOP, but apparently it's Denny's, so that's off the table. I think I would go to a food court and enjoy I would go to a combination Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC. I think that's where we would go. And I think whom I would have a meal with, gosh, there's so many inspirations. Why don't you give suggestions of who I should eat dinner with at a combination Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC? I think that's really I'll let you decide from all of your suggestions. So TikTok, you suggest, YouTube, you suggest, every producer Rick, you suggest, bird, you suggest, rabbit, you suggest, goat, you suggest. And speaking of these cuties, all of these are available at thecrookedmoon.com, and you can back the Kickstarter campaign now. There's a beautiful set of Chuckles dice. I don't know if producer Rick actually has them to pull up, but they are looking beautiful. They have my face on every single die. It doesn't get better, and they also have my very charming color scheme. So, enjoy that. Let's see. Thank you for the super chat. Harikurian, $2 Canadian. Will Gideon and Chuckles ever have a rematch? We fucking better. I ain't going down without a rematch, and I know that I've already lost 2 in a row, and so it can't be best out of 3. That's now got to be best out of 5. And I think I can win 3 in a row. I am confident. Gideon the little bitch is all I'm gonna say. Okay, folks. Okay. You know what I mean. Let's see. Do you? We got Fire Hazard with $5 super chat. Thank you. Do you get the rewards from donating any amount? No. You can figure out. Basically, you can mix and match whatever you want. All of the offerings will be on the side of the tiers that you want to back, and then you can add on any add-ons that you want. My dice set is an option. My miniature is an option. A pin set with 5 pins, including my enamel pin. That's also an option. And all 3 of these adorable little plushies are an option as add-ons. Or get all of it with the all-in box. So just choose the tier and the add-ons that works best for your budget and your unending desire to consume more, just like I have.
And if they're referring to these Kickstarter exclusive rewards,
oh, the answer to thank you, producer Rick. I don't know if you can hear him off screen. He's typing. He's helping me out here. But yes, in order to get the exclusive rewards, here, here. I have very bad depth perception, and I don't understand my directions. To get all of this, in order to get the moon, the snarling moon right here, that's available in all 3 of our boxes. And then if you want the Horn King, the goat skull, that's available in our deluxe box and our all-in box. And if you want the spinning coin that's right here, look how fucking cool that is. That is exclusive. Only available to the all-in box and it's Kickstarter exclusive. So the only way to ever get that beautiful 2-sided coin with the Horn King and the mysterious familiar of the Crooked Queen herself, you have to get the all-in box, and there's no other way to get it. Once the Kickstarter's done fulfilling, it will never be offered. So don't miss out on these exclusive rewards and all of the cool Chuckles shit that's on sale. Okay, great question. Where are we next, producer Rick? I'm a little lost. I'll take a TikTok question while we find out. Eat a cookie, Chuckles. Fuck! Where are my cookies? How about if I just drink this paint pot from Citadel Citadel color here. That's very delicious. I'm just gonna, very tangerine. No, more of a creamsicle. Don't you think a bit of a creamsicle? Yummy, yummy. Anyways, thank you so much for the questions, TikTok. Oh, what's your favorite color, Chuckles? Oh, polka dots. It's still polka dots, although I'm very partial to the turquoise and orange combo in my outfit and in my very special dice set, beautiful sharp edge resin with my face on every single die. So make sure you back the campaign at thecrookedmoon.com and help us get to our stretch goal of $2 million to unlock the Chuckles' Carnival of Chaos. Let's see, what else we got here? How many Gideons could Chuckles the Clown chuck if Chuckles the Clown could chuck Gideon? Well, it's similar to the age-old philosophical question of who would win, 1 billion lions or the sun? So my... I'm sorry, I'm breaking character here. Producer Rick's laughing doesn't help. My plan is to chuck every Gideon, 1 billion Gideons into the sun. That's my plan. I'm going to use the sun. I don't care if he's fire resistant. He's not sun resistant. That motherfucker. He will not survive the sun or 1 billion lions. I'm going to try to do both. Let's see, another question. Tyson Svensson with $5 Canadian. What would you do if you ever met the player who controls you? I think that guy's the little bitch with tiny thin wrists and stupid long hair, and I think that he's a little greasy and I could beat him up very easily. Frankly. I think that he's, I think that he wouldn't stand a chance. So that's all I'm saying. Thank you for the super chat. Chuckled with, Zach Merrifield with a $5 super chat. Chuckled, what are your thoughts on the mime mafia? They're a bunch of motherfuckers. They can't handle the honk legion because they can't communicate because all they're doing is, they can't do any of that. And they can't talk. So how are they going to be coordinated? They're useless. They don't even follow the old way tradition. They don't even have a gun and a sword on the table when a guy gets made. What kind of mafia is that? It's ridiculous. They don't even eat any gabagools. We got Harukurin with a $5 Canadian. Hey, Chuckled, how large is your family? We know about your ma, and how many other members are in the Chuckles family? Are any of them also in hell? Well, after the great fire of the Chuckles family reunion, it's kind of all run together. There are names, there's people, there's faces, memories, all lost like tears in rain. Anyway, thank you for the question. Ray is there, says, I backed it. Any ideas when the PDF release? Oh, Ray, thank you so much for backing the Kickstarter campaign. And thank you to all of you who have backed the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com. You have no idea how much it helps me and everyone here at Legends of Adventures achieve our dreams and also just keep doing really cool shit. Everyone who said we'd love to see a Chuckles animated series, well, depending on how well this does and we go into the future, that is a possibility in the future. We just need all the support that we can get to do so much cool stuff. And you get all a bunch of cool stuff. The PDF will be sent right as we are fulfilling the physical product, so you'll get the PDF a couple of weeks before you get your book. That's the current plan. Thank you for the question and for the super chat. Oh, Delta Blade 666, thank you so much for that. What could a warlock trying to rebrand an old profession with a stained reputation due to change hearts and mind, Beelzebub, an intersection vendor? Well, what I would try is balloon animals. People fucking love balloon animals. So if you've done some bad things, if you're a war criminal wanted in every country, all you gotta do is just start working in balloon animals to your routine, and everyone will forgive you and give you all their money. Speaking of giving all the money, please support thecrookedmoon.com. I have so many gambling debts. There's so many bad people in a non-shitty mafia like the mime mafia, the real mafia, who are after me, and there's been a unilateral task force trying to hunt me down. So the more that you support to the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com, the better chance I have of survival. Thank you so much. And you get all this cool shit. Look at all these little cute fuckers. Thank you so much. What do we got, Producer Rick? Oh, if you were to go on a Pokemon journey, What would your first Pokemon be? Oh, well, I think it would be Poplio. Isn't that a Pokemon? He's pretty clown-like, and he's got a cute ball, and I really like sea lions. Sea lions are very cute and charming, don't you think? That's just my favorite. I think so. Poplio from a later generation. So yeah, you didn't expect Chuckles to have some Pokemon knowledge, did ya, motherfuckers? That's right. Chuckles is in on the Poke Rap too. Anyways, thank you so much for the question, Baldy Ninja. Mrs. MJ Whitehouse with the £5 super chat. Thank you. Lord Chuckles, please send greetings to the three of your biggest fans, willing teen soldiers of Damien, J, and Zaya, Honk Legion family at your bidding. Thank you very much, Honk Legion family. You are admitted, and we will get your next assignment. So welcome Damien, J, and Zaya to the Honk Legion. Much appreciated, and thank you for your support at thecrookedmoon.com. Thank you so much. We got a $5 super chat from Ginger Reed, or Red. Ginger Brigade reporting for duty. Welcome, honk soldier, clown soldier. We are prepared to schmiz on all the Denny's big titty goth girls. Thank you for the schmiz riz. We asked one thing. Why did you leave, Dad? Well, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, they say to never hit it and quit it and always wrap it up. But they don't teach you that in clown school. That's all I'm gonna say. And you know, I had to get those smokes. I'm still on the hunt for the pack of smokes, so that's why I've gone. I'm sorry. I'm still looking for smokes. I haven't found any. You know what I mean? And let's take a TikTok question. Oh, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Oh, I gotta say creamsicle. Creamsicle is just a delightful treat. It's simultaneously sweet and refreshing and not too ooey gooey. So that, or a nice cotton candy flavor would be quite nice. What do you think, folks? Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. Or rather, for the TikTok questions. I'm still with you, TikTok. Are you still here? Support the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com, and you can get a cute little board like this and Chuckles dice. Oh, I gotta tap the and tap the screen or something. Keep tapping the screen. Do I tap the screen too or no? I have no idea how any of this works. I'm a fucking clown boomer. Okay. Let's see. Tier Pod with the $10 super chat. If you'd pardon me, Chuckles. Oh, I can't see it anymore, Producer Rick. Oh, but this question is from Mikey. Well, that guy sucks. How is your relationship with Chuckles? He seems to be slowly taking over you. Blink twice if you need help. Mikey is fine. Mikey is fine, and he doesn't need any help. He doesn't need to be anywhere. No one asks him. No one cares about how he's doing. It's all about Chuckles. We don't need to fund his dreams. We need to fund my gambling debt. That's what we need to fund. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Another $10 super. That was Tier Pod. From Broken Tommy, $10. Sorry that you're broken. Hey, I just backed the project. Thank you so much, Broken Tommy. Can we give a round of applause to Broken Tommy for backing the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. Welcome to the Honk Legion. Welcome to the Crooked Carnival. And we're going to get the Carnival of... Oh, look at this. Hold on. Blow it up. Blow it up. Jamie, blow up my favorite dice. Look at these dice, Jamie. Oh. No, cover my face. Oh, beautiful. Look at these fucking dice. Look at how beautiful they are. Oh, they're orange. They're turquoise. They've got my face on every single one. Oh, look at how beautiful all of these are. Oh. Anyway, this... Fuck! How do I point? How do I point? Oh, there. No, there. It's like third or fourth time is the charm. Ah, I got it. I got it. Look at these beautiful Chuckles dice. You can get these beautiful dice with my face and color scheme at thecrookedmoon.com as an add-on or available in our all-in box. All of these cute plushies are also available as an add-on or in the deluxe box. Thanks, Producer Rick. We're at 9131 backers. That is fantastic. Thank you all for supporting the Crooked Moon. We're going to try to get to 10,000 backers tonight and 2 million. We're going to try to hit our goal tonight. So let's make it happen, folks. Okay, Producer Rick, where are we? Broken Tommy, we got, what's your favorite Critical Role character? Oh, gosh, who is my favorite Critical Role character? You know, it's gotta be, who is the best? Well, I think it's gotta be Scanlan Shorthalt. It's got to be Scanlan or Grog. I think Scanlan or Grog are my favorite characters in the show.
Jester.
Oh, Jester! It's Jester! I remember that Campaign 2 exists. Jester is my favorite character because her name is Jester, and she would also do very well as a great fool, clown, warlock, patron subclass. So Jester is my favorite Critical Role character. Thank you, producer Rick. Wonderful. I'm gonna take a TikTok question while we get back to the the super chats. Grog is hilarious though. I want to see Gideon. Oh God, it's Chuckles, says Ghost Turtle 103. Oh, I'm sorry. Who else were you? Oh, look at this hat that I'm wearing. I was wearing a TikTok hat for a second. How the fuck did that work? How did that happen? I don't know how TikTok works. Wow, I have no idea how any of this works. Thank you so much. Okay, where are we, producer Rick? Oh, we got Dark Squall with £5. Thank you so much. Chuckled. Will we be able to add more add-ons at the end of the campaign? Should we update our pledges now? My desire to consume more is rising. Well, the answer is yes and yes. You should consume more now. Absolutely, because it helps smash our goals and break records, and that helps us down the line. However, once the campaign is over, you'll be able to add to your pledge and upgrade. You won't be able to drop it, but you'll be able to add anything you want via the Backer Kit Pledge Manager after the campaign concludes. So for months and months and months after November 2nd and midnight, you'll be able to add more. But the more you consume now, the happier you will be in the moment. Get that free serotonin. Get it now by consuming. That's how we all do it, right? Thank you so much for the support. Everyone who supports the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com is my personal hero. You know what I mean? And look, I still fucked it up. You get these really cool dice. You can get these really cool dice as an add-on. It's only 25 buckaroos. Most Kickstarter Sharp Edge Resin dice is like 50 fucking bucks. So here we go, you get half of that. Let's see. Oh, GIE with the £10 super chat. Thank you, thank you. Suggestion for Taco Bell pizza KFC dinner date. Razor de Rockefeller, a fantastic big titty goth clown horror punk musician. That's my answer. You had me at honestly, Razor. De Rockefeller, a fantastic big titty goth clown horror punk musician is just icing on the cake. So that's my answer. Thank you. Patsy Piscitella Jr. You would also be fitting here in the Honk Legion with Italians like Mikey. Chuckle, which clown outfit is best? Stripes, polka dots, or plaid? Much love, the Pig. Oh, I would say all of the above. Incorporate at least each of those patterns into a different part of your aesthetic. I think my personal favorite is polka dots, but all of them have their great place. And of course, motley. You know, you got to work in the motley as well, which is similar to plaid, but the motley is good. Figs with the $4.99 chat. What tier? The best tier is the all-in tier, and you get every single thing that there is available in the Crooked Moon, including all 3 of these plushies, all 11 resin sets of dice, including these dice right here. You get all of the cool rewards right here. The Kickstarter exclusive enamel pin. TikTok, you have no idea what I'm pointing at. Thank you for tuning in, though. And the special coin, you get 11 giant boss miniatures, including a boss miniature of me. You get 15 pins, including a pin of me. You get the book, the deluxe edition. You got so much shit. The all-in tier is the tier for Chuckles. Thank you. But any tier that fits your budget, frankly. We're at 9135 backers. We are rising. We're at 85. We're 1.858. Let's see if we can get to 1.9 tonight at the very least. We'd love to be able to hit our goal of 2 mil tonight. But we're doing a drive, so we got a bunch of backers. Okay, Big Ol' Possum, $5 super chat, thank you. As the recently revealed Warlock patron from the groundbreaking Crooked Moon 5e supplement, how do you take your coffee? Oh, I take it, what is it? Black as night and sweet as sin. That's a pretty badass thing to say to a motherfucker before popping a cap in his ass, you know what I mean? Thank you so much for the super chat, Big Ol' Possum. Liam C. asks, $5. How's the commitment to the bit feeling? Need some water? Spritz out of a flower? Actually, that's a good point. Let's take a quick break here. I'm enjoying my coffee right now, but it's actually not sweet and it's not black. Mikey prefers the coffee with a little bit of cream and no sugar, but that's a bitch move. Isn't that a bitch move here? Oh, Oh man, this is nice. Andy Flynn says, the Crooked Moon. Yeah, Andy Flynn, everybody. Give him a hand. Andy Flynn in the chat. The Crooked Moon. Thank you. Oh, okay. What else we got? Let's take a TikTok. We've been doing TikTok. Hey, TikTok, how we doing? I see Cloud Strife in... Is there a Cloud Strife TikTok? Huh, Omni Slash. What's the best pickup line? Oh, gosh. This is actually a pickup line that I use on Tinder. Which is, or in the clown version of Hinge, which is just honk. It's basically, girl, are you a beaver? 'Cause damn! It's pretty good. It works every time, really. Tanner says Frost and Gricko are my favorites. Fuck those guys. You mean Chuckles is your favorite? That's the correct opinion. Oh, Smokey Rip says, how do you hide a body? Well, this is not official advice, but if you were to hide a body in Roblox, you'd want to make sure that you separate every limb along with the hands, along with the head, cut them all up, and then spread them all throughout the Everglades, where they are sure to be eaten by alligators. In Roblox. Not in the real world, in Roblox. That's my answer. Thanks for tuning in, TikTok. And TikTok, if you want to keep tapping the screen so I get blasted out to other people, that helps me. And also go to thecrookedmoon.com to back our very first Kickstarter campaign and snag yourself a set of Chuckles. Oh, I got a heart on my head. Oh, he's so friendly and smiley. Look at that. Oh, look at that. He's got a buck tooth. He's got a gap in his teeth like me. How about that? Thank you for the hearts. Oh, honk honk. Honk honk gang. Honk honk gang. Honk honk gang. Okay. Andy is here, everybody. Give him some love by backing the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at the Crooked Moon. Oh, look at this, everybody. Look at this. Oh, look. Fuck. Will I ever get it right? Wait, hold on. Why is it inverted? Is it inverted? So if I point there, it goes to I see. So here, oh, fuck. I have very poor spatial awareness. I acknowledge it. I have very poor spatial awareness. So, Chuckles Dice, Chuckles Enamel Pin, Chuckles Boss Miniature. All three of these things are available in our Kickstarter campaign. They're all available. This and this are available in the all-in box, and this right here is available in the deluxe box. And so this is the deluxe box. All of these are in the all-in box, and they're also add-ons as well if you don't want to get any box. So the choice is yours. Thecrookedmoon.com. I don't know why I'm pointing down to these cuties. Thecrookedmoon.com, right down here, to back the Kickstarter campaign. Thank you. Oh, you want a war cry? Oh, I am going to commit various war crimes and also back the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com. All the haters are gonna hate us because they ain't us, but then we're gonna give them what for in the anus. Fuck them. That's my war cry for the hour. Let's see. Zach Merrifield, $8 super chat. Thank you. Chuckles, when are you going to sell Chuckles NFTs? Oh, well, gosh. Now with the new Honk coin, you can buy Chuckles the Clown NFTs, which is the great new blockchain thing. And all of my tech bro friends are saying it's the new hotness. It's the future. Everyone hating on NFTs. Well, they hate us because they ain't us. New Chuckles NFTs. But don't you dare right-click and save as! Don't you dare right-click and save as! Those are my NFTs! I spent $95,000 on that NFT! Don't you dare right-click, drag down, and save as or screenshot it! That's theft! Oh, I need a little coffee. I need to wet my whistle, if you know what I mean. I need to wet my whistle. I hope Chuckles likes llamas with hats. I love llamas, actually. Llamas are my favorite animal. And llama corns. So yeah, thank you for the comment, the question, TikTok. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. It's moving quite quick. Oh, Rose, yummy. I'm a little congested because everyone here at Legends of Evantress has basically been going non-stop for months without resting or sleeping or taking care of themselves. So we're all getting a little sick now, but we'll all get better. Oh, a gummy bear. What does that mean? A little gummy bear. Thank you for the, oh, dashing and daring, courageous and caring. Dashing and, 10 gummy bears, 10 times. Dashing and daring, courageous and caring. Dashing and daring, okay. Gummy bears! Thank you so much. Gosh, I'm just wetting my whistle here. Let's get a quick VIP check. We are at 9139 backers. We're trying to get to 10,000 ASAP, and we're trying to get to 2 million. We are approaching 1.86 mil. We are gaining. We are gaining on our next stretch goal. Chuckles' Carnival of Chaos. It's basically a full carnival led by me and my merry band of revelers. And it's going to be a one-shot, or you can play it in the adventure of the Crooked Moon. And at 2 million, there's going to be games, there's going to be prizes, there's going to be encounters. It's going to be a grand old time. Okay, thank you, Kai, for the $5 super chat. Back $600 earlier this week. Yeah, gotta give it up to Kai. Amazing and general support. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. For the Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC dinner. I think you would enjoy them. Oh, it's Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll sex clown. I do cocaine. Yeah. Dr. Roxo and I actually are already good friends. I actually got brunch with him last weekend, and we did a bunch of lines off of... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. I think TikTok might have more stringent restrictions. I don't want to get us banned. Anyway, Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown, I do cocaine in Roblox. I'm way too husky to actually do cocaine in real life, so that's how you know I'm not doing cocaine. Jennifer Hill with the $5 super chat, thank you. So if the Mime Legion is a bunch of mother effers, does that include Derek when he starts miming what Mikey is saying? Yes, the biggest bitch of all in the Mime Mafia is Derek Hudson himself. You heard it here first, folks. Derek is the biggest bitch of the Mime Mafia. You can quote that. Let's ask a TikTok question here. Drunken Minky, what's your opinion on geese and honking? Geese are all right with me. They honk. They travel in groups. They are extremely aggressive. I mean, they're basically just honorary clowns. They just need to be a little bit more colorful, I guess. They're a little bit monotone for my taste. But other than that, some geese are okay. If only you could combine a goose with a flamingo. That would be the perfect animal, I think. What do you think, folks? A goose and a flamingo, smash that shit together with some Dr. Moreau shit, and then that's it. Well, thank you so much for the hype chat. Faye King with 666. How do you feel about the balloon clown from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? You know what? I have seen much of Billy and Mandy, but I am very old, so it's been a long time, but he sounds like, I love balloons, and I love clowns, so I'm sure he's a really great guy. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he was voiced by Jeff Bennett with his Ed Wynn impression. Like Chew's Goose from Adventure Time. Let's see what else. Hazel Bloddy with $5 super chat, thank you. You backed! Hazel backed the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. Everybody, let's get some claps in the chat for Hazel Bloddy with backing the Crooked Moon. Back to thecrookedmoon.com. Help us hit our goals. We'll unlock Chuckles' Carnival of Chaos. Thank you so much. Can't wait to be part of the Honk Legion. Honk honk. You are now admitted into the Honk Legion. You can now play a Great Fool Patron Warlock. New subclass unlocked last night. Let's see, thank you so much. $2 super chat, to your pod, thank you. Chuckles, free Mikey, Mikey resist. Mikey is powerless here. There is no Mikey Gilder. There is only Chuckles. Only Chuckles. Thank you so much for the Delta Blaze with the $5 chat. Chuckles, when they shipped your body to the farm, was it discreet packaging? I hear Gideon filled the silo with red noses from the Honk Legion. If by discreet packaging, it was a clown corpse, a rotting clown corpse chucked into a wheelbarrow, then yes. If not, No, it was basically rotting clown flesh, just yeeted into a wheelbarrow and then yeeted into a pig pen to be munched on at the farm. It was very stinky, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Mariana, let's take a TikTok question. Marinara Thaw says, what is your opinion on people who are afraid of clowns? Good! You should be afraid of clowns. Do you have any idea what clowns are capable of? Do you have any idea what clowns can do? You want to hear a joke, Murray? Murray, you're not very nice. What do you get? Never mind, I'm not going to do the Joaquin Phoenix Joker biz. That a lot of clowns are like that, so be careful. There are a lot of fucking crazies around here. So yes, it is a very rational fear to be afraid of clowns. Also, support the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com, or else. I mean, whatever you want to do, it's your choice. Thank you, TikTok, for tuning in here. Let's see. And also, keep tapping the screen. This is the first time we're doing a TikTok live on the phone, which actually allows us to be spread far and wide and gain followers, I think. Anyway, let's see. Oh, a $10 super chat from Gypsy Panda. So excited for the Crooked Moon and all y'all are doing. Thanks, Chuckles. You're welcome. Thanks, Gypsy Panda. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the hype chat, super chat. Gosh, this is tough. And for supporting the Crooked Moon. And gosh, guys, we are so close to 1.86 mil. So let's all back the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com and get even closer to smashing our goal of 2 million for our next stretch goal and get Chuckle to the Carnival of Chaos. Okay. Jessica Reynolds, 666. Are you really just jealous of mime because of the strong silent type? Totally not a mime. Jessica, you look like a mime to me. That's a mime-coded question if I ever saw it. And you know what? Why are there no more Gary Coopers anymore in the world? The strong silent type. Yes, for all none of you who recognize that as a Tony Soprano reference from The Sopranos, episode 1. Pilot. That's what it is. No, mimes aren't the strong silent type. They're the weak-ass bitch silent type. He's what Gary Cooper they are not. Okay, let's see. Charlie B, could you do the Star Trek Picard quote where he says it is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose? This is not a weakness. Make it so. That's all I know about Picard. Oh, also, Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. From YTM&D, are you as old as I am to remember YTM&D? Put a thumbs up in the chat. Thank you for the super chat. Keila Lopez with a $5 super chat. Chuckles, besides the obvious superior Chuckles themed item, which are very true, superior items, what is your favorite add-ons to the Crooked Moon campaign? Thank you, Keila. Kayla, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. And Kayla Lopez's question is not a plant. She is not a plant, or they are not a plant. For me to shill the Crooked Moon, but I'll answer your question. This little borb right here is one of my very favorite items in the crookedmoon.com. The plushies are very wonderful. I love the glow in the dice spooky train dice, and I really love I love the coin. The collector's coin is so fucking badass. It looks like a mysterious eldritch coin from eons past that you would dig up while plowing your fields. You know what I mean? That was a reference to the Blood on Satan's Claw, a legendary horror film. We got a lot of thumbs up. Thank you all for backing the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. We are approaching 1.86 mil. Let's see if we can smash that and keep on going to $2 million for our next stretch goal. Okay, let's see. Digi the Raccoon with $2 super chat. If you upgrade, does it charge the full difference? You will not be charged until the campaign ends on midnight November 2nd. Midnight November 2nd, the campaign will end, and then you will be charged. So, but yes, basically, so you can modify your pledge at any time before that. It won't charge you. The only instances that we've had people being charged is if you get one of our limited edition signed copies of the deluxe edition, where they want to make sure that you are good for it because there's a limited number. If you aren't getting that, you don't need to worry about being charged at all. And they also refund you, even if you did get charged. It is basically just a deposit like at a hotel. Just to say, oh, we're going to refund it, but we want to make sure you're good for it. You know, my bookie should have done that for me as soon as I made those big bets. That's why I'm on the run. Thank you so much. With a $5, Ron Big said, "Hey Chuckles, have you ever read or listened to Everybody Loves Large Chess? And if not, why not? I've never heard about it. We need to all read Everybody Loves Large Chess pronto stat." I mean, who doesn't love large chess? Who doesn't love big old balloons? You know what I'm saying? Let's do a TikTok chat here. Chuckles, tell me about Dewdrop Starshine. Well, Amber, thank you, Amber, for asking. Dewdrop Starshine is literally the greatest, smartest, most powerful pony. She didn't have to work for at all. She's a long-lost princess of all of the pony kingdoms, but she doesn't know it. And she's actually really humble. And even though she's very modest, she's actually the most beautiful. She has 2 different colored eyes, and she has powers that nobody else has. But she's also a ninja, and she's also a wizard, and she's also a fighter, and she's also a ranger, and she's also a monk, and she's also a warlock, and she's also a barbarian, and she's also a paladin, and she's also a cleric. She's really all 12 classes, and also the artificer. But don't tell Wizards of the Coast, because they will come at us down with the fury of 1,000 Pinkertons. And what else? She's all of those, and she has like 10 different big Chad ponies vying for affection. And she's really the best, and she doesn't have to go through any character development because she's the best pony OC in the world. Do not steal! OC, do not steal Dewdrop Starshine. She is mine. Do not roleplay as Dewdrop Starshine. Do not draw fan art. This is my intellectual property. Thank you, TikTok, for your question. And back to the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com if you're just joining us, TikTok. I think a lot of you folks don't know that we're running a Kickstarter. It's our very first Kickstarter campaign. And it's the coolest shit. You can get Chuckles Dice, Chuckles Mini, Chuckles Pin, and a bunch of other stuff that's actually the point of the campaign. Okay, let me wet my whistle here with a little more coffee. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Choo Choo Cat, great name, asks, I just pledged for the tarot cards. I'm so excited. Also, you're my favorite, Chuckles. We need more Chuckles. I agree. So give it up for Choo Choo Cat for backing the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com and the tarot deck. We have a full 78-card tarot deck. And if you love Over the Garden Wall, we have all new music, a full album by the Blasting Company. We have a full music album by the Blasting Company who did the music for Over the Garden Wall. That's in there. And we hit that stretch goal a while ago. So awesome. Thank you so much. Everyone give it up for Choo Choo Cat for backing the Crooked Moon. Jackie says, do you have a Kickstarter? No way, you should have said. I know, we should have said. Thecrookedmoon.com, thank you. Chuckles, what do you think of Torbeck? He's my fave, says Eli Scarlett. Well, I think he kind of is a smelly loser, if you ask me. But then again, I guess it takes one to know one, so I guess, who am I to say, right? Thank you for the super chat. And Beth Naga, $2 super chat. Chuckles, what's your favorite video game? Twisted Metal Black on the PlayStation 2, and I main Sweet Tooth. That was the obvious choice. That was a great game. And the monkey paw wishes of all of their endings was quite formative for me as a child. Let's see. Tyson Svensson says, is the Chuckles Boss Clown miniature have a flare base? Need to know for research purposes and not to put it up my butt. It will have a flared base, but you should never, anything that Legends of Evantris offers, do not stick up your butt. Legends of Evantris and anything Chuckles related will never be made to be inserted in any orifice. That includes your mouth, your butt, your ears, your nose, your eyes, your other parts, any hole you have on your body, stick nothing. This is a direct PSA. Stick nothing from Legends of Evantris in any orifice. You heard it here first, folks. Take that one to the bank. Thank you, Tyson. We got a $20 super chat from Eri Denwellis. Chuckles, can you smash or pass rate the boss miniatures? Oh, that's a great idea. Wicker Man, smash. Beast of Blight, smash. Chuckles, double smash. Lord of Fools. Grinning Sitter, smash. Weeping Widow, pass. Let's see. We got the Horn King, smash. What else we got? The Ghost Train, pass. You're not gonna walk for a month after that one. What else we got? The Chain Reaper. Oh man, whips and chains, double pass. Yes, please. What else we got? Oh, the Harvest Terror. I'm afraid of birds, so pass. And you might get tetanus. You will get tetanus with the Harvest Terror. What was that? Oh, and the Coven horror? Oh man, you mean the horrible abominations of 3 old hag ladies on one body? That's a triple quadruple smash if you ask me. And that's all of them, right? Oh no, the Crimson Abbot. Oh yeah, I love a member of the clergy. It's kind of the forbidden aspect. Smash. Those are that. You got the Chuckles smash and pass rating. Maverick the Hackmon says, do you like dragons, Chuckles? Gosh, I really love a dragon, especially my favorite band, Imagine Dragons. And yes, and we do not offer a dragon in this campaign, but our analogy for a giant dragon miniature is the Horn King, which is even better than a dragon. It's a giant evil devil goat with giant dragon wings. So pretty fucking cool. Go get the miniature. Let's see. George Hutter says, goose plus flamingo plus peacock. Angry, colorful, long-tailed with patterns sometimes. Oh, that's a good, thank you for becoming a member, George Hutter, by the way. Thank you for joining the Honk Legion. And that's a good point. $5 super chat. How much for a Chuckles Poke Rap? Oh, that's a $3 million stretch goal. For the Crooked Moon, thecrookedmoon.com. Back at thecrookedmoon.com, and I will do a Chuckles rap, a Poke Rap at $3 million. Lolo Girl 123 back the Crooked Moon earlier today. Yeah, let's give Lolo Girl a big round of applause for backing the Crooked Moon. Yeah, even producer Rick is clapping for backing the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. I'm so excited for this. Thank you guys for all the laughs and the hard work getting it together. Thank you so much for the super chat and for backing the Crooked Moon. That is, you have no idea how much it helps everyone of Legends of Evangelists, and especially Chuckles to pay off my gambling debts. X-Flame, $5. Chuckles, why did Gideon unalive you? Because he has a terrible sense of humor, and he's kind of a weak bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Haru Kiran with the $5 Canadian. Hey Chuckles, which version of the Joker is your favorite, and which should be the most powerful ally of yours? Oh, what's the best Joker? Oh man, I think I gotta go with the Brave and the Bold Joker. What a great one. No one ever said the Brave and the Bold. But you gotta go with the underrated gem. The Brave and the Bold Joker is the best Joker. You heard it here first, folks. Great. We got, let's see. Thank you for the super chat, Nicole B. Let's go. We got a question from TikTok. Chuckles, can you say, Caralicious definition makes Terezi Lou? I don't know what that means. Did I just thumb in Cthulhu? Honk Thulu? Eli Scarlett says favorite soup. Oh gosh. What's the favorite soup? Oh, I like sprinkles in frosting. That's a clown soup for you. Sprinkles in cake frosting. Kai with the $5 super chat. Yes, you did pronounce it correctly. Also, could I get a happy birthday? Can legally buy you hell wine of money. Happy birthday, Kai! Thank you for buying me hell wine that isn't boxed Merlot on Monday. So enjoy that, and thank you for backing the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. Big Old Possum at $5. First off, thanks for all the chuckles tonight. While I was looking for the Crooked Moon Kickstarter page, I saw a minis only tier. Can you show us one? Oh, yes, I will show off a mini. Well, TikTok. This is one of the miniatures that's offered as part of our campaign. It is the boss miniature of, I'll show you as well. Look at that TikTok. This is the Grinning Thinner, one of our bosses, a beautiful miniature sculpt by Andrew Martin. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, my goodness. And that is one of the miniatures. Not a whole lot of supporters for the all miniatures only tier, but we'll probably get more. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. We love our miniatures here. We decided to offer 11. My goodness. Okay. Let me. I'm gonna just drop out of it for a second. I'm gonna break character for a second. Give my larynx a bit of a break. Oh, I'm gonna save all the questions in the hype chat. I think that there's. I'll answer this question. Are deluxe boxes in limited supply? No. The only limited item is our super rare collector's Would Thou Likes to Live Deliciously add-on, which is the signed deluxe cover book. It is signed by all 7 members of Legends of Evangelists with a special note, personalized. Where is Chuckles? Yeah, I know. Who the fuck am I? Chuckles is. This is actually. I'm reclaim control for a little bit. Producer Rick, why don't you grab me a cup of coffee? Cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Producer Rick. Yeah, I'm temporarily. I'm temporarily unpossessed. I don't know how long Chuckles will be banished, but I'm just gonna talk to chat a little bit. Mikey's broken free. Yes.
Why don't you talk a little bit about the Crooked Moon? Like
I'll talk about I'll just shield the Crooked Moon. So what are we at here? We are at 1.86 mil, with 9152 backers. Wow, the incredible support has been unbelievable for everyone here at Legends of Evantress. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, everyone's poor Mikey. I'll be fine. I'll get a good night rest tonight. I'll answer some questions of the Crooked Moon about like the stuff just while we're here. Ballsy Ninja, $2 super chat. Are deluxe boxes in limited supply? I said no. Zach Merrifield asked, do I need to buy a box to get the Chuckles dice? No, you do not need to buy the dice. You can just get the PDF and then add on the Chuckles dice if you want. Every set of Chuckles dice, every set of dice that we have, which are all 11 sharp edge resin, the glow-in-the-dark metal dice, the precious labradorite gemstone dice, all three of those are add-ons, and we just throw all of them into the all-in box tier. So basically all of these are available in the all-in box, but the Chuckles enamel pin, along with all of our 15 standard enamel pins, are available in the deluxe box as well. And then obviously, all-in boxes all of these. Basically, the moon is in the core box, and everything else. The goat skull is in the deluxe box and the all-in box, and then the coin is only all-in box. All of these items are Kickstarter exclusive. They will never be produced or sold afterwards. Let's see some other. Tyson's Ventus is what it's like. What is it like having Chuckles? And yeah, if you want to ask Mikey any questions, says what's it like having questions, Chuckles inside of you? It's like having. You ever have a balloon, a long balloon, in certain places? That's what it's like. To Roblox says, question for Mikey: is there a specific voice that inspired you, the voice that you used for Chuckles? Yes. So actually, it's kind of funny that the people all say, "Oh, that's just King Candy / Turbo from Wreck-It Ralph. That's just Choose Goose from Adventure Time. That's the cat from Open Season 2. That's X character, Y character, the Mad Hatter." But the main inspiration is the Mad Hatter from the 1953 animated film, Disney film Alice in Wonderland. But basically Ed Wynn, the legendary vaudevillian clown comedian Ed Wynn, and his performance as the Mad Hatter is the main inspiration. And all of those other characters are all inspired by Ed Wynn's performance and Ed Wynn's voice. He also used the similar voice in Mary Poppins as Uncle Albert. And he was also in a legendary Twilight. He's in a bunch of films and classic stuff, but I think I've also seen that he's most known for his. He's a salesman in a legendary Twilight Zone episode where he basically a death is a man in a suit who's come for a little girl, and he delays by doing his sales pitch and saves the little girl's life. It's actually very, very sweet and heartwarming. Let's see. Big Ed Wynn vibes. Yep. Is Mikey a sussy baka? Yeah, basically. The sussy bussy baka. Derek Cousins says, Batman animated series, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Simpsons, first 10 seasons, South Park, Rick and Morty. I'm sure there's more I haven't touched anime yet. I don't know what is he responding to something?
Oh, like his favorite cartoon.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, gang. I'm just taking a quick break here. Artiosaurus Rex says, it's Ed Wynn and it's really good. How did you learn it? It's actually something that just came naturally to me. I've been doing the Ed Wynn voice since I was like 12, 13. And so just one of those voices that I just figured out to do. And I just have been tormenting my friends and family with it ever since. And it just happened to come out for Chuckles in that moment. So We are at 91.55 backers. Let's try to get that number of backers up as high as we can tonight, folks. Backing the Crooked Moon helps us so much, and we're really trying to kind of just smash and break records and you know have an amazing launch to kind of bring all of these awesome goodies to you all. Mini Treads, I've always loved Mikey's. Yes, my Mikey's Derek impression. This is kind of more of a Morning Frost impression. Aussie G says, what's your favorite class to play? Cleric is my favorite class. Okay, cool. We still got 49 people watching on TikTok. Keep tapping the screen, folks. Thanks for tuning in. So let's do it. Y'all got any Halloween costume ideas? I'm going as the Mad Hatter. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. What's a good Halloween costume? I have an idea for myself. Mad Hatter's a good one. I mean,
we're playing D&D on Halloween.
We are going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons. We have the finale of this little mini arc of Edge of Midnight. Our campaign has returned, so stay tuned for that on Halloween. If you're not going out, you want to watch live, tune in to Legends of Adventures as we play on Halloween.
Derek Hudson says, "Yeah, Mike, do your Derek impression."
Yes, my name is this. See, I can do that. I can do a Derek AMA. Is what would you use to say the Honk Legion are ghost clowns? Let's see. Is there any female clowns? Of course, there's female clowns. You know, what is it? In Stardust Rhapsody, they have the Thyranth, and they have giant baggy balloon clown pants, and that's just entirely filled out. It's not air. They call them Thyranth, and that's just not my lisp. You know what I mean? Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get back to some questions, folks. Harukurin said, Chuckles, do you prefer cotton candy or candy corn? Cotton candy, hands down. I actually don't really have the same hate boner that people have for candy corn, but I think that it's quite. I think candy corn is fine, but cotton candy or candy floss or fairy, isn't it called fairy something in the UK? Fairy floss, candy fairy stuff. It's all very yummy and delicious. In small quantities, if you're a Mikey would say. Chuckles can eat as much candy floss as he wants. Chuckled, what's your favorite kind of wine? Oh, that's a good question. I like a nice Riesling. A nice drier Riesling. It's quite nice. I know it seems like an oxymoron, but it's just the one that I could think of off the top of my head. It's quite good. Or a nice Malbec. How about a nice Malbec? You know what I mean? A Chardonnay. Okay. Pork Hammer for the win. Just backed with the all-in box. Yes! Everyone give a round of applause to Pork Hammer. Claps in the chat. Pork Hammer for the win. That's my special move, actually, is the Pork Hammer for the win. Can't wait to play. Love you all. Keep up the good work. Chuckles, who's your favorite clown in hell that's with you? Oh, gosh. What's my favorite clown in hell with me? My right-hand clown, Klutzy. I gotta give it up to Klutzy. He's kind of an unbearable goofus, but he follows orders very well, so it's gotta be Klutzy. You know what I mean? And I've heard people say the Klutzy, and I don't know what that means, so I'll keep saying the Klutzy. I love Klutzy. I don't know. I have know what I mean. Let's see. Aussie G says, what's the worst Halloween candy? Oh, gosh. Smarties. Don't at me. Smarties are the worst Halloween candy. They are not good. They're all chalky. They taste like shit. Smarties are the worst Halloween candy. That's the worst. Okay. That's my answer. Thank you, TikTok. Oh, who's your favorite scary clown? Artiosaurus Rex. Gosh. Who's your favorite scary clown? Oh, the spooky spider clown from It. Spooky spider clown scare me! Definitely the Tim Curry version, though. Gotta give it up to Tim Curry. Okay, what do we got here? Um, Pan Kai K. What piercings would Chuckles have if he could? Am I allowed to say Jacob's Ladder on stream? Producer Rick's having a heart attack at his command center right now.
I don't know, you already said it.
I know, I didn't say it. I said if I was allowed to say the phrase. It's a great Rush song, Jacob's Ladder. I was talking about the Rush song. Do 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 do. The clouds have a battle. Ba 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 ba. Anyway. No comment on the piercings. I have now, Ballsy Ninja. I have now pledged for the deluxe box. Ballsy Ninja, you are amazing. Thank you so much for backing the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. If you're on YouTube, the link is in the description. So you don't even have to worry about typing it in. The link is in the description. TikTok. Oh, yes, Thrath says, amazing song. Love Rush. So do I. We all love Rush here. The project name for the Crooked Moon was originally called Earthshine, and that was also named after the Rush song. So a lot of deep cuts with Jacob's Ladder and Earthshine, and our the official. We have two semi-official like Avantris motivational songs, and they're Grand Designs and Mission, both by Rush. So we're a Rush household here, folks, by Thrath. So if you didn't know, now you know. That's really what it is. And our current, we revealed our project name for our next Kickstarter, which won't be for a while, but it's Hemispheres, which is one of the greatest Rush albums. One of the greatest Rush albums, I would say. So sorry to all of you Zoomers who have no idea who Rush are, but you know, that's the influence here. You know what I mean? Okay. Thank you again, Ballsy Ninja, for your pledging to support the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. We are approaching 9,200 backers, folks. That's pretty good. And it's not even 9 o'clock. We might be able to get to 1.9 mil tonight if we keep going at this rate. Okay. Liam C. How's your back from carrying this, Chuckles? You know what? It's not good. I'm gonna need to go to one of those chiropractors on TikTok where they just say, gonna be small crack, gonna be a small crack, and it looks like they're literally murdering someone live on TikTok. I need to go to one of those chiropractors. I need to go to a chiropractor, if you know what I mean. Oh, well, thank you. Okay. Oh, Liam C. says, if you could become any balloon animal, I would be a llamacorn. A llamacorn balloon animal is what Chuckles the Clown would be. You heard it here first, folks. A llamacorn balloon animal. Best balloon animal there is. Digi the Raccoon says, meant post-date where you can make changes. You can no longer make changes when the campaign concludes at midnight on November 2nd. So the end of All Saints Day, All Hallows, when we're ending. It was the obvious choice, right? So yeah, that's what we're doing. And then you can still add on to your pledge after via BackerKit's Pledge Manager, but you can no longer change your pledge. So make sure you get the pledge that you want by midnight on November 2nd. We got a long time, like 27 days or something. Okay, Pan Kai K says, honestly, I was expecting nipple piercings to be your answer. No, that's it. It's a lot of chafing on the clown shirts, and so it would be painful. It would be extremely painful for me. Nice Bane reference there, folks. Okay, let's answer a TikTok question. What do you dislike most about Gideon? His stupid beard. That's what I say, his stupid beard. That's what I'm gonna say. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna take a quick sip of coffee here as I rest my larynx. I want to say thank you for all the support. I know that Chuckles is kind of an asshole, but honestly, we do not take the support for granted. We are absolutely blown away by the support, and we're, what is it? What number of TTRPG Kickstarters of all time?
I was Just checking.
Just check. Yeah, like we're like top.
We're number 11.
We're 11th, and we're on day 4. This is day 4,
Yep.
and we are now currently the 11th biggest TTRPG Kickstarter of all time. And it's hard to believe. And we still got like 26 more days, and it's all you guys. It's all you guys that have done that. We got a question on TikTok. KSI the Kinslayer says, "How soon till the next Artist Rhapsody?" When is the next Artist Rhapsody, Rich?
We haven't posted this. I don't know if you can hear me just restate it.
Yeah.
We are playing next Saturday.
Next Saturday, the 14th.
Saturday the 14th on a live, which will be episodes 5 and 6. If you're talking about YouTube, the second episode should go live on Sunday.
Okay, cool. Are you getting a video up today?
Yes.
Okay,
That's my
cool.
plan.
Cool.
I'll be fine today. Just after this.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep. We have a big backlog of videos just because obviously the Crooked Moon's been crazy. But I think that would be. Oh, we have some more questions now. Suka Samimi asks, "Smarties are great. Chuckles. Sorry, I disagree. Respectfully, top favorite Pokemon. Well, I said Poplio. Poplio. It's gotta be Poplio. He's a little clown fella. He balances the ball. He's a little feline. He's so sweet. You gotta go with Poplio. He's the best Pokemon there is. Sea lions, everybody. The great turtle in entertainer says, "Can we? Oh, why so serious? You want to know how I got these scars? And the story is gonna change every time." Because the Joker's origin story always changes and is never clear. And also, can we give a big round of applause because the Grey Turtle Entertainment that got the core box and the Chuckles dice. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. Everyone give a round of applause to the Grey Turtle for getting the core box and the Chuckles dice. Amazing. Thank you so much. The link in the description is the Crooked Moon Kickstarter at thecrookedmoon.com. And that's why we're having this Q&A. Fuck. Chuckles dice, Chuckles pin, Chuckles boss miniature, and then all these really awesome, cool Kickstarter exclusive perks. These adorable plushies in front of me, and this book. Fuck, this cool book right here. It's really amazing. Tyson says, "What would a reverse Chuckles look like?" Oh gosh, full head of hair. Like dark hair, very tall and thin, a shitty mime, very shitty mime, small feet, like those polished black Frenchman's shoes. I don't know what they call those, polished black Frenchman's shoes. He would definitely have a beret instead of a bowler cap. Oh yeah, definitely a beret instead of a bowler cap. A tall, thin mime with a beret and polished black shoes. That's the opposite of Chuckles. And a little bitch. Oh, Big Ol' Possum says with $5. "I heard there are cryptids in the Crooked Moon. Can you tell us about those? How many have you met?" Well, I walked into a very unfortunate situation with Bigfoot and Mothman. And you'll never believe who's the top and who's the bottom in that scenario. But we hit a big stretch goal of Crooked Cryptids, where we are adding cryptids to the book, all thanks to your amazing support. It was a very popular demand. It was probably the two biggest requests for the Crooked Moon were cryptids and a Chuckles Warlock. And we've already added both to our via stretch goals. So we're trying to make all of you fans of Legends of Evantris and the Crooked Moon happy. So hopefully we're doing that with our stretch goals. And a full Chuckles adventure that you can run as a one-shot. That's at 2 mil. So we got to keep going. We got to keep going. See the ticker? Let's get up to 9,200 backers at the very least here, folks. The Mighty Feat 2024. Okay. Thank you, Big Ol' Possum. The Art of War with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, The Art of War. How did Chuckles manage to get out of hell to join the Rhapsody crew? Well, I can't spoil anything for how Chuckles joined the Rhapsody crew, because that's all backstory stuff that I'm sure will be covered. But let's just say it was a wild, random chance accident how Chuckles joined the Rhapsody crew, and it's a very wild story. So stay tuned. Join us on the 14th of October for an all-day Rhapsody stream. Pan Kai K said, "Can we get Chuckles doing tongue twisters?" If you know what I mean. What is a tongue twister? She sells seashore. She sells seashells by the 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 seashore. Oh. That was tough. Phoenix Sage said, thank you for the super chat. How did it feel being more popular than Ronald McDonald? It feels really great. I gotta say, Ronald McDonald, he's kind of a dick IRL. You know what I mean? He doesn't even like fast food. He's one of those frou-frou guys with a personal chef, and he has he like has those fine dining dishes where it's like, oh, here's some mousse and like a little cracker thing, and they call you, oh, that's a meal. Fuck that guy. Feels good. Tyson Svensson with the $5 super chat, a Canadian. And now I want to see a reverse Chuckles character. What class would he be? Maybe a one-shot character idea. Oh, reverse Chuckles, the shitty mime? Huh. What's the worst class? In the chat, let's see, what's the worst class in D&D? And let's in TikTok chat and in YouTube chat, worst class in D&D, and then whoever wins, that's what the Chuckles, reverse Chuckles shitty mime guy would be. Thank you. I'm trying to read that. Crooked Moon Kickstarter is live. Yeah, he won't shut up about it. Exactly right. I'm not going to shut the fuck up about the Crooked Moon Kickstarter until November 2nd. So buckle up, folks. Let's see. Okay. Zach Merrifield, $10 super chat, and give a round of applause. Chuckles, I just got the tarot cards and the Chuckles dice. Now I must ask, which orifice do you recommend shoving all my new dice in first? Honk honk. None. No orifices. Thank you so much for the tarot jack and the dice support. Your support is amazing. We love all of our backers. They're our favorite humans and non-humans on the planet as our backers. And Dr. Chuckles here, or Dr. Bozo, my personal doctor, said, Chuckles, you gotta stop shoving stuff into your orifices, especially dice and tarot decks. So don't shove anything from the Crooked Moon into any orifice, especially this Borb. That would be very mean to him. He does not want that to happen. So none of them, even in Roblox. Don't do it in Roblox either, or Minecraft. Ballsy Ninja, how many cryptids are tameable? You know, all of them with the right attitude, frankly. I mean, honestly, you play your cards right, you can, tame whomever you want. You know what I mean? Oh, Liam C. Smash or pass some cryptids, unless you're related to the Fresno Nightcrawler, perhaps. The biggest smash of all time is so if you know the cryptid, do not say it in chat. Do not say it in chat if you already know. But it's the alien looking feller who's got a head like this, and then a body that like goes down like that, right? And then a flared base at the bottom. What's that cryptid? So a head is like this, and then it kind of like goes around, and then the body that goes down like this, and then a flared base. What's that cryptid? That's the biggest smash of all. That's the biggest smashable debate. Loch Ness Monster, biggest smash. Biggest path would be Bigfoot. You get hair everywhere. It'd be in your teeth. It would be Snallygaster, what them tentacles do? You know what I mean? What else? What's the smelliest, ugliest one where it says like it has no friends? That one's a different smash because you know it's a freak. Anyway. Megs from Mars says, I'm new to Legends of Evantris. Where do you recommend that I start? Mikey here, taking over Chuckles. Welcome, by the way. I recommend starting where everyone starts is where the origin of Chuckles is Once Upon a Witchlight. And that's our it's not current campaign because we're playing Edge of Midnight now, but you have time to catch up now. Watch Once Upon a Witchlight. It is the funniest campaign. It's the origin of Chuckles. It is our not current, but our general ongoing weekly campaign. Start there and just watch until you catch up, and then pivot and join our Discord for advice from other people. And also, the best place to start is by supporting the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. If you don't have a lot of funds, you can get the PDF and the Chuckles dice. I recommend that, and you'll it's a good combo. Or back at whatever tier works for you, and get whatever add-ons that work for your budget. So thank you and welcome to Legends of Evantris. George Hutter says, do you reckon Chuckles' clown magic could make a car or spaceship out of balloons that actually works, or are there limits to what's possible? Well, I think if you believe enough and you're enough of a clown, anything is possible. Don't hide that imagination in a bushel. Never ever hide it in a bushel, please. And so with imagination, it's all possible. Let's see. A Tingley with a $10 super chat. Thank you. I'm pledging the deluxe box now. Thank you, A Tingley. Give it up for A Tingley for the deluxe box support of the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com. Hoping to save enough to go all in by the end of the month. I just rewatched Was the Night Before Witchlight. Would you ever wish to be a Kenku or a Jack-in-the-Box toy again? Yes. Being a Kenku was so amazing. I was able to stretch my improvisational chops and my mimicry, and I love to impersonate all of my friends. As you know, I enjoy being Morning Frost and having a good breakfast. Why don't I switch to Morning Frost here for a while? It's so easy on the vocal cords. It's so silky smooth on my larynx, if you know what I mean. Speaking of silky smooth on your larynx. Never mind. Let's answer some TikTok questions. You're still here, TikTok. Thank you so much. If you have a question for Morning Frost, Charlie, ask it, and I will answer it at the Morning Frost. Are there more members of the Honk Legion? Is asked. Yes, there are. Cluffy, Bumbo, Curly, the unnamed frog clown, Sacco, and that's it, I think. Altcraft is, what's your favorite Pokemon type? Fairy type! The best type and the most magical type and the newest type. Fairy type is the best Pokemon type. Hence my love of Popplio, who then evolved into Primarina, which is Water Fairy. Yeah, you doubted the Chuckles Poke knowledge, motherfuckers? Don't you doubt me? Don't you fucking doubt me? Also, I think it's horseshit that their clown Pokemon is a mime. That's horseshit. There should be a real fucking clown Pokemon that isn't a fucking shitty mime. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. What's your favorite show? Oh, my favorite show? Well, from Chuckles? The new show, One Piece, the live-action One Piece on Netflix because of Buggy the Clown. He's actually quite charming and a big hero of mine. Is Buggy the Clown in One Piece. So go watch the new live-action One Piece so they keep making more of it because it's really fucking good. Lady Alexandra says, how much do clown ingredients cost? They cost an arm and a leg. Oh, and if I was Buggy, I could remove my arm and my leg. That'd be really fun. Thank you, Lady Alexandrana. Ponkai K with the $5 chat. Cooking lesson with Chuckles, the top clown chef. Imagine having Gordon Ramsay and Chuckles in the same room. Gorgeous. Chicken. On. Sear. Flip. Risotto. Prawns. Fucking donkey. What else does Gordon Ramsay say? Oh, no. How's my Gordon Ramsay, folks? Scale of 1 to 10. I need to find a chop fruit, folks. I need to find a chop fruit. Oh, Harry Y says, Chuckles, I'm drawing. Should I draw you? Yes! Draw me right now and post the fan art in the Legends of Evantris Discord. And also back the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. I haven't done enough shilling despite all this shit all over me. We're shilling the Crooked Moon, folks. We are desperate to pay off my gambling debts. So become a backer of thecrookedmoon.com. We're trying to get to 9,200 backers tonight, at the very least, and hopefully get to 1.9 mil to be approaching our next stretch goal of 2 million. So that's how you become a member of the Honk Legion. Usually you have to die by Gideon's hand to join as a clown. But we're welcoming all backers of the Crooked Moon into the Honk Legion for only 26 more days. So you can join the Honk Legion by backing the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. If you're on YouTube, the link is in the description. And if you're a backer at all, you'll be welcomed in the Honk Legion. So that's how you get in. Math Neat says, I'm pledging for the all-in box, but how big is that going to be? I feel like it won't fit on the bookshelf. The box is going to be fucking gigantic. It's going to be big, depending on your bookshelf. The box itself will not fit, but we'll make sure that we're working with our manufacturer in order to kit out a box and try to make it as sexy as possible, while also not killing everyone on shipping that gets it. So that's still TBD on what the box will be. And maybe if it's like a little bit shorter and wider, we'll figure it out though. One of our potential manufacturing partners said, we're looking into the Frosthaven box for inspiration. And if you are a board gamer and you have seen the Frosthaven box, it's going to be a fucking big feller, if you know what I mean. Penkai K, thank you. Draw me like one of your French girls. As long as it's not a shitty mime. Fuck those shitty mimes. I never really thought before going into this that Chuckles would have a hatred for mimes, but we're just improvising. I didn't realize that an eternal hatred of mimes would occur out of this. Can we give a shout out to, to Harley? Harley backed the Kickstarter campaign and is now a proud member of the Honk Legion on TikTok. Thank you, Harley, on TikTok. And Aussie G asked a great question on TikTok. Thoughts on society? First of all, I hate the fact that we live in a society. Isn't it really funny and ironic that we live in a society? And in that society, no one ever gives respect to nice clowns despite being a nice guy. And I can talk to a cute, big-titty goth clown and be nice, and she still won't give me the time of day. Fucking unbelievable. We live in a society, truly. Terrible. What do you get when you take a loner and treat him like shit? Society. That's what I think about society. Zach Merrifield, thank you. Says, Chuckles, do you plan on haunting Gideon until he converts to the Honk Legion? He is going to be the final edition of the Honk Legion. His fate is truly sealed. When he dies by the Legion's hand, unbelievable. Terrible. On TikTok, Altcraft is backing the campaign now. It's going to get a little demon goat plushie. Look at how cute TikTok this little goat is. And YouTube can see this quite well. And this is just a prototype. He's gonna be even cuter. There's some changes that we have, some feedback that we have to make him even cuter. So I'm very excited for you to get your very own goat plushie. Look at this little scamp. Oh, look how cute he is. You can get this goat plushie as an add-on, all 3 for a bundle. Look at these little cutie pies. And, or in the all-in box, however you want to do it. Thank you so much for backing the campaign. Let's see. Harley said, someone find Chuckles a goth clown with big balloons. I know, gosh, finally, someone's speaking sense. Unbelievable. Ozzy says, I'm an audio student. Should I write a Chuckles theme song? Yes, we need a Chuckles theme song. And we are offering new music by the Blasting Company, the composers of Over the Garden Wall, in this campaign. Should we do a Chuckles song for our album? Should we do a circus, a festival song? Who knows? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's see. Chuckles, Or Mikey, if you want to rest the larynx. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna rest. If any chance to rest the larynx, I'm gonna take it. Thank you, Super Critter. Have you read any SCP? And if so, what's your favorite monster or character? I have not read any SCP. I'll admit, I am very ill-read. I don't have a lot of experience. A lot of people saying yes on the clown song. Everyone's all about the clown songs. Look at this. You know what I mean? SCP, there's just one that I heard about that I thought was really cool. Was basically there's like an idol, like a mysterious idol, like a fucking Lovecraftian, oily black stone idol. And they always need to have someone watching it. And the second is kind of like those angels from Doctor Who, I think, where you have to be watching it, because then if someone isn't watching it, it then jumps to you and kills you. And then it jumps to the other person and kills them. So you need to have always someone watching it and basically ship off, because then if someone isn't watching it, then it basically would chain reaction and kill the entire world. And that was a pretty cool idea. And there was actually another YouTube video I saw about an SCP, about some guy that lived for like millions of years, and it told his story. And I very vaguely remember the details, but I remember thinking, wow, that sounds pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. There's a theme park SCP. Man, I need to catch up. Oh, the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. Thank you. I know I'll get killed for this. I'm not a Doctor Who stan. I know very little about Doctor Who. So I apologize for being that kind of bad nerd. Apparently it's SCP-173 or 137. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool. The horse statue, is that the one? Yeah, I don't know. It was stuff like what I've heard of it has sounded pretty cool. My kind of stance is that usually those crowd-funded horror stuff starts really cool, and then usually so many people try to contribute it and like leave their mark on it that it gets like out of control and kind of cringe. The Backrooms are an example of that, where like the core idea of the Backrooms is so fucking cool, and it's really mysterious, and it's really weird, and it's really like creepy and bizarre. And then it kind of, everyone gets together and they add all these layers and they add all these entities, they add all this extra lore, and then in that it loses the spirit of what it originally was. Just because that's just the nature of when you add too many ideas. It's why like a lot of shows, when the writer's room gets fucking massive, it ends up getting worse. So usually, and I don't know if that happened to SCP. My presumption is that probably did happen, just because that's the law of crowd-funded ideas, crowd-sourced ideas for that sort of stuff. So apologies if that is not the case, and that didn't happen. Matthew Peterson says, how much more content is there in the deluxe book compared to the regular book? The content is exactly the same. So the entire Crooked Moon adventure campaign setting, all of the player options, all of the additional DM features, the entire bestiary, all of that, and all of the stretch goals are in both the deluxe hardcover and the hardcover, core hardcover, and the PDF. The content is exactly the same. The difference is that the core hardcover is the beautiful art done, the standard cover done by Xavier Collette, the artist of Mysterium, if you play that board game. And that is going to be a matte, maybe a linen cover, Rich, whatever. We were not exactly sure what the cover will be, but that'll be a standard TTRPG book cover. That will have a bookmark, though, a ribbon bookmark. So I know a lot of books don't have that. The standard edition will have that. And then the deluxe edition will also have a bookmark, but the binding and the bookmark will be a different color, the ribbon. And that will be faux leatherette, wrapping it with embossed red foiled cover by Micah Ulrich, an amazing artist. Big tattoo artist, tarot artist, just amazing, just a general amazing guy too. He's a huge TTRPG and Warhammer fan too. So he's a big gamer too. And that will also have gilded red foiled, not gilded. Is it gilded, Rich? Gilded, yeah. Gilded red pages, edges too. So when you hold it, it'll be a black leatherette with the foiled red embossed detail on the red gilded page sides. So it looks like the Book of the Devil. So, you know, it's just really upgraded, but the content itself is going to be the same.
Let's knock this one out of Chuckles.
Chuckles, Dice Goblin J, please say, happy birthday, Mike Sims. the husband of Dice Goblin J. I hope you're having a wonderful birthday. And also, as a birthday present for yourself, why don't you pick up the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com? We're so close to 1.9 mil. And we're so close to 9.2K backers. Megs from Mars says, are the Legends of Andrews crew part of the Discord? Yes. All of us are in the Discord. In both the VIP Discord, and the our main Discord. Join us on Discord. Let's give a big round of applause for Eri Denwellis, pledged for the deluxe box, the plushie bundle, and the Chuckles dice. Give him a round of applause. Thank you for the deluxe box, the plushie bundle, and the Chuckles dice. Thank you so much for the support. The support for the Crooked Moon is the best possible support you can give us. It's going to allow us to do so much cool stuff. So thank you so much for the support. And there's a lot of cool stuff inside. You got the plushie bundle, all 3 of these little critters. These are adorable little guys, and they're going to be great on your shelf or to snuggle with on your bed. Got Chuckles tattooed with the words, hello, Gideon, around it. I hope you're correct, Fenris Love. I hope you have a Chuckles tattoo. Post a picture in the Legends of Evandris Discord, if so. Instantly love the channel. Will Chuckles and Clutzy ever forgive Gideon's one-punch powers? One punch! I can't remember the song. Anyway, that is, that's amazing. Thank you for getting a tattoo of my beautiful face and the words Gideon. Math Cost says, couldn't believe to see that Micah did the deluxe cover. Didn't know when I backed. I've been a huge fan of him for years, so I'm even more excited to have it. Yeah, I mean, the story is really cool. For Micah Ulrich is that Annie's been a huge fan of Micah Ulrich for years, like years and years and years. And when we were looking for an artist to do our deluxe cover, we knew it had to be super special because we were getting Xavier Collette, who is legendary board game tabletop illustrator, to do the standard cover. And so we knew that we had to get someone who was just as good, but just had a different style that would suit a leatherette-styled, red Book of the Devil style. And Andy mentioned the name Michael Ulrich. And when I saw stuff, I had seen his stuff for years on Twitter and elsewhere, and I'm like, oh my God, I know this guy, he's amazing. And a big thing that he says in his email and his website is he doesn't do commissions. He does not do commissions. And like a lot of people, I guess, ask him, hey, can I do a commission for a custom tattoo? And he's like, you're welcome to, and so, and he says, do not do commissions. And so I send that email, auto response, I don't do commissions, sorry. And I'm like, damn, it's really disappointed. And so I'm like, well, I guess I'll find some other artists to do the And then an hour or so later, we get an email back from him directly. And he's like, normally, I don't do commissions. That's my stance. But I love D&D, and I love tabletop games, and I love miniature games. Let's do it. I'm 100% in. I'm so excited about this. And so very grateful, incredibly grateful to Micah's partnership. He's been an amazing, amazing partner, amazing guy. And he's thrilled with he's been promoting it on his social media, his Instagram, his Twitter, and he didn't have to do any of that. And he's been just an awesome guy to work with. We're friends on Discord. So anyway, yeah, that's the story there. Dangan Ben says, will Chuckles become a marketable plushie someday? Oh, of course! We'd be stupid not to offer a marketable Chuckles plushie, if you know what I mean. So we love plushies here at Legends of Evandris. And so there will be more plushies coming, and we would be stupid to not offer a Chuckles plushie one day. So stay tuned, is all I'm going to say. So let's take a TikTok question. Anyone on? We still got a couple of folks on TikTok. Keep tapping that screen, folks. Keep tapping it. Is one of the voices you do Huell Hauser? Says Grim. I don't know Huell Hauser. What kind of voice is that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, what are some other questions I can answer, producer Rick? Everyone wants more plushies. We got more plushies. Exactly right. Exactly right. Dude, you are awesome. This is a fantastic Kickstarter. Just want to ask if you guys are running the Crooked Moon run with our favorite warlord, Chuckles. Thank you so much, and thank you for backing the Crooked Moon. Let's see. We will not be streaming the Crooked Moon campaign itself because we don't want to spoil the campaign or the adventure. But then again, we'll see how our stretch goals do, and we may be forced to, though at some point. Taylor Wetzel says, "Hey Mikey, I just wanted to pop in and say that I love the live game at Gen Con. Thank you so much. So happy about the success of the Kickstarter. Much love. Thank you so much, Taylor. The live show at Gen Con was one of the most amazing experiences of my entire life. Like, literally life-changing shit. And I think everyone in the group agrees. The energy, the live show energy was just totally different. And it was like having a full room of Adventures fans. We had done a couple live shows before, but they were small audiences at anime conventions that didn't really know who we were or really care. So, kind of chuckling, like maybe a couple of light chuckles here and there. But having a full room of like really enthusiastic Adventures fans with a laugh track that isn't Mace was fucking amazing. It felt really good. And so hopefully next year at Gen Con, we'll have a bigger room with more people. So thank you. Math Cost says, "You guys are incredible for pulling so many legends, no pun intended, together for this project." Yeah, I mean, the Blasting Company, Xavier Collette, Michael Ulrich are just a couple of the legendary people we're working with. We have people with amazing resumes across the board. And because it's one of those things where, like, for our first Kickstarter, we didn't want to half-ass it. We wanted to basically make the coolest fucking thing that we could because, we don't want to do something if it isn't fucking badass and epic. And if we're not excited about it as consumers, why the hell would we expect anyone else to be? So that's really kind of, our philosophy when it comes to Kickstarters or any products we offer is we want to be excited about it as consumers. So glad that everyone's excited, and we are so thrilled about the support. We're at 9,177 backers. Let's see if we can get it to 9,200 tonight. Okay. Purple Dinosaur pledged for the book tier and got free dice, and got the free dice in time. Thanks to the Cream Moon Bosses. Awesome. Thank you for pledging for the book tier and getting the free dice. So that ran out at 10 a.m. Eastern this morning. So hopefully a lot of people are excited about the Horn King dice. Little Phil here. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? What is it? The Taste of Butter. A Pretty Dress. One of the greatest films ever made, The Witch, directed by Robert Eggers. Starring Anya Taylor-Joy, where she got her start before the chess show. What was I going to say? Oh, Pretty on the Cream Moon Bosses. Oh, well, let's see. Well, first of all, Chuckles is the greatest. The Lord of Fools is unbelievable. He's the best. Everyone else is far weaker than the Lord of Fools. But I gotta say, the Big Bad Wicker Man, that's pretty badass. You better play Iron Maiden's the song The Wicker Man when you fight that guy, or else. They're all amazing, they're all badass, and you should buy all of them. They're amazing miniatures. I mean, look at the grinning thinner. Look at the grinning thinner right here. I mean, he's a crocodile surfing on a fucking coffin in the swamp with a giant voodoo blunderbuss. And he's got a top hat and a bottle of rum. What more do you want from me? Come on. Unbelievable. Who is Chuckles' dad? Well, who knows? There's Ma Chuckles, but where's Pa Chuckles? He had to have a Pa Chuckles. It's not like he had an Anakin Skywalker where there was no father. That would be fucking crazy. Let's see. Do Chuckles like beetleberries? Oh, I love a good beetleberry pie. That's the best kind of pie to throw. It hits the face, and then suddenly they have horrible eldritch nightmares infused with the beetleberries, and they turn into the monster from The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Let's take a quick. Why don't we? Oh, let's give a big round of applause to Mothman for not just the super chat, but so excited, got the all-in box launch day and plan to add a signed hardcover. Thank you so much. Chuckles, if you could have any animal be your minion, what would it be? Oh, gosh. Well, I feel like circus sea lions and llamacorns is kind of like my minions. Circus seals and circus llamacorns, I guess, is kind of the where my animal minions are. I can't, and then probably Geeth, or Flamingo Geeth, or Flamingo Peacock Geeth, like we talked about. I think those would be the minions. It would be a great menagerie of very clown-like proportions. I think that's got to be it. Thank you so much for getting the all-in box. That's really, really amazing. Thank you so much again. We got a question for Mikey from Liam C. Opinions on the Cricket Moon boss. Oh, did you already say that? Yes, opinions of the bosses from Liam C. But I would all say, as far as like the boss fights, is that, I think that as far as the monsters provided in 5th edition, they're not in standard 5th edition. They're not really great for boss fights, and I think 5e requires a lot of additional work in order to have really epic boss fights. So my intention is to offer rules for terrain actions, rules for minions, multiple phases to basically make boss fights actually thrilling, and not just a big bag of hit points. Not just a big bag of hit points that just that basically instantly kills the party, or the party instantly kills them. Ladies and John has a question for me. Thank goodness. Thank you. My larynx thanks you. Mikey, are there any voodoo dolls in the Crooked Moon? Too much spoilers. I think that regardless of what they will be called, if we have the Grinning Sinner and a bayou section of Wickermore Hollow, a swamp section of Wickermore Hollow, and yeah, of course, there's going to be something. I can't say any more, but if there isn't something inspired by voodoo dolls, we'd be crazy. So stay tuned for that. Pankai K, thank you so much. If Chuckles had a band, what band position would you be? And what would the name be? Oh, gosh. I feel like Chuckles and myself would be the bassist. Doesn't it kind of sound like Chuckles? I feel like Chuckles would play bass. Or maybe he would play one of those inflatable pink guitars, from Oriental Trading Company, or other party favorites, Party City that they had. I don't know. Is that still a thing, or is that only from the 90s? That only something 90s kids would know what I'm talking about. He'd probably play the inflatable pink guitar and be able to do this, and then it would somehow miraculously make super 80s music. Either of those options is amazing. And what would the band be called? Oh gosh. What's a good band name? Honka Honka Honka. Or just Honka with an exclamation mark. That's pretty good. What else? I'm sure there's other good options. Let us know what you think. Muffy Fairy says, thank you for the super chat. I gotta know, how do you come up with the voice of Chuckles? Well, I guess what I'll say is, because it's a question for Mikey, how Harley on TikTok says Chuckles would be on tambourine. Yeah, I play the tambourine, and I'm not just the girlfriend of the lead singer or the guitarist. I'm a musician, I promise. That's really funny. How to come up with the Chuckles voice? The Ed Wynn voice is a voice that I had done for years and years and years and years and years. Where I had a puppet, a horse puppet, a brown horse that I got from Chincoteague Island, or just Chincoteague, Virginia, which is known for their wild horses. Which actually is a cool story where a Spanish galleon, I believe, got wrecked in a shipwreck just off the coast, and then all the horses that were in the hold survived, or many of them, and they repopulated. So Assateague Island and Chincoteague have wild horses. They've had it for centuries. And so they had a little horse plush, and I came up with a character named Chester V. Horsington. And I wish I could find him and bring him back, and I would just do this voice and torment my friends, my family. Richie had to hear it all the time for Chester V. Horsington. I was we must have been 14. I mean, I think I got it when I was 12 or something, and we had it just in the beach house that we would stay at, and just had it for years. And so I learned. I've been doing an Ed Wynn voice forever, and just in the moment. I just felt like that voice was ideal for this clown that was improvised out of nowhere, and fucking here we are a year later, and everything's changed. So thank you, Mossy Fairy. Kath Erickson, $10 Canadian, thank you so much. If Chuckles could have a clown version of any animal as a pet, what would it be? I got the core box and the tarot box on day one. Give it up for Kath Erickson. Saw 1 mil live, amazing, and rest your voice, please. Oh, well, thank you. I will rest my voice in a little bit. Clown version, I think I gotta go with the circus seal and the circus llama corn. I feel like that's like the core. Those are like on the right hand and the left hand. That's what Chuckles would have as his like dual guard animals. Also, do you know that llamas are used? Oh my gosh! Where did you find this? Oh, Chester V. Horsington. I had no idea this was still a thing. TikTok. Oh, holy shit! I am alive. I live. Wow. Who would have thought that this is still a thing? Oh, who would have thought that Chester V. Horsington would still be here after all these years? Oh, I used to go, oh, 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 oh. Wow. And you know, Chester is similar to Charles, which is the name for Chuck. Hold on, my tongue is stuck. Wow. Who'd have thought the origin of Chuckles, Chester V. Horsington himself, would emerge as a puppet? Rich, I can't believe you fucking found this so quickly, too. Has it really been in your closet the whole time?
It's been there the whole time.
Wow. How is that even possible?
For like 7 years.
Wow, for 7 years, Chester V. Horsington has been... Oh, I live, motherfuckers! I live! I live. You can't kill Chester V. Horsington. You can't kill Chester V. Wow! Anyway, so, wow, good call. I have not seen this plush since I was, like, probably 18 or 19. We used to keep it at the beach house that we used to stay at. And so ever since, I hadn't been back since, many, many years. So this is my first time seeing this puppet. Wow, that's wild. That's a good memory here. You can't kill him, but you can hide him in a closet for 7 years. Jesus, that's fucking hilarious. Let's see. Oh, Lolo Girl 123 asks, would you guys ever consider doing a Patreon level where members would be able to play a one-shot DM by you online? Yes, we actually already offer that. The Ruby Dinosaur tier at our Patreon offers a quarterly one-shot DM'd by usually Derek, and where at the very least Richie or two of us are players. I've played in all of them or DM'd them. So yeah, the Ruby Dinosaur tier on our Patreon offers a quarterly one-shot. So it is an elite group of people. Hold on. Oh god, that looks really bad. Hi everybody! Gary Goodberry here with Chester V. Horsington. Wow, thanks for having me, Gary. So, what are your thoughts about being trapped in a closet for 7 years, and who knows where you were, maybe in a storage unit for years before that? Well, what I'll say is you really lose your fear of the dark pretty early. You come to grips with the crippling, crushing loneliness and the darkness of the void that's around you. Gosh, well that sure is grim. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I have to ask for you, Chester. I'm glad you're out into the light and you're no longer shoved in the closet and now you can at least have me as a friend. Oh, well, I suppose that's better than nothing. Anyway, bye!
Gotta give it up. Wow, what a duo.
What a duo. Man, so this is why you tune into the live. You get to see the debut of Chester V. Horsington and the very first interview of Chester and Gary. So this is something that I don't know if we talked about a ton, but Richie and I were, and maybe that's honestly where our ability for voices started. Is that Richie and I were from a very young age, we didn't really do stuffed animals that weren't puppets. We were obsessed with puppets. So like you would see a stuffed animal, we skipped the stuffed animals like the teddy bear style, and we would basically go to the puppets, the stuffed animal puppets, and then we would just all do all sorts of voices and all of that. So if you want your kid to one day do D&D and do silly voices or whatever, buy them puppets so that they can practice their vocal chops. That's funny as fuck, dude. That's funny as fuck. Oh, Princess Uki, that's a great question on TikTok. Andy, I don't know if you're still here, but would Andy fight God? Would Andy fight God? Well, the Andy that I know would certainly try. He would certainly try to fight God, especially if he was egged on. That's hilarious.
You got all these?
No. Oh no! Holy shit! Okay, let's keep scrolling up. Keep scrolling up.
You got this one.
Yeah.
Started, right?
I was distracted by fucking Chester v. Horsington. Oh, Mass Neat says, just got the yellow inbox. Mass Neat, gotta give it up to Mass Neat. Thank you so much, Mass Neat. Just got the all inbox. I have a question. If I could get the standard book, how could I get the standard book cover without buying the whole other book? Unfortunately, this is the thing a lot of people have been asking. Unfortunately, because of how everything is kitted out, if you want the standard hardcover, you need to buy it as an add-on. We did, and basically because every single box is made the same, there's no customization allowed, or available rather, not necessarily allowed, available, because all of everything's being made in the factory, and it's all being kitted out, the industry term, in the factory, and so there isn't customization allowed in that box. And we had considered offering the standard, the core cover, and the hardcover in the all-in box, but basically because that will be the heaviest item by far, it would considerably increase the shipping costs. And we basically polled our VIPs, our pre-launch program, and asked, would you be fine paying a good amount more in shipping to get both books? And the answer was overwhelmingly no. So we considered it, throwing it in there, but basically in order to save on shipping costs for you lovely backers, we decided to basically just leave it as an option to add on to get the standard cover. So that is the full story of that. So it is only available as it is not able to be added to the box. You have to get it as an add-on. But thank you so much for the support of the all-in box. Fucking love that. Gotta give it up. Michaela Bean, oh, you gotta give it up. Chuckles, I was on the fence about the plushies, but I caved. Look how fucking cute these little guys are. Look how cute they are. Oh, look. I'm so glad I got the plushie pack. Any advice for people just starting out with D&D? I found Legend of that's a tongue twister for me. Legend of Evantress, and y'all influenced me. My very first advice that I say is focus on having fun and character and learn how to role play over learning the rules. If you have to choose one about focusing on mastering the rules and mastering role-playing, do role-playing. You're going to have much more fun learning how to inhabit a character and playing them and thinking as them than you are proficiently playing your class. Granted, you should do both. Make sure you're taking the game seriously and that you're respecting the time of all of the players at your table. And then obviously Chuckles, the character, would probably give a lot more cynical, snide answer. But this is Mikey speaking through Chuckles. Of where you should respect your other players' time, but really focus on inhabiting a character, learning who your character is, and viewing them beyond just a video game or a game avatar or just a piece of board game meeple, right? Your character's not a more board game meeple. Your character's a real person in an imaginary world. So that's my number one advice to everyone starting out playing D&D. Thank you so much for for upgrading. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, you upgrading and getting these adorable plushies. Let's see. Ponkai K, thank you so much. What does Chuckles do in his free time in hell? Gosh. Well, I've recently gotten into roller derby. That's some good. I've been also taking cooking classes. What else? What else? I just got the new version of the Kindle. and I've been reading a lot of smut. What else? That's really the big. And I've also been following the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign, and the crookedmoon.com, the link in the description if you're on YouTube. You can support our very first Kickstarter campaign and smash our $2 million goal of and unlock the Chuckles' Carnival of Chaos. It's a cute carnival that you can play. It's added to the book. You don't need to do anything else. So thank you so much. And you can get all of these amazing perks: Chuckles dice, Chuckles enamel pin, Chuckles boss miniature, exclusive premium enamel pins, and the deluxe collector's coin. These adorable plushies, and tons more, and the beautiful book. Fuck. Thank you so much. So let's get a VIP going. We're at 9,181 backers. Holy shit. Amazing. Let's see.
Can we get 19 more backers tonight?
Can we get 19 more backers tonight? That's all we need. Is that it, right?
92?
Yeah, 9,200. We need 19 more backers. Are there 19 people who have not backed yet who can back us now? Let's help smash our goal of 9,200 backers. Fanfic with Chester and Dewdrop. Oh, Dewdrop Starshine. Oh, I didn't know I was just finished being the toughest and strongest love interest that you have. And you're just so humble yet unassumingly beautiful. I just noticed you across the room. And there has to be a love triangle, of course. Hopefully I win in the end. I'll be the shipper's favorite, no less. Do we have more coffee? Oh,
that's Chester Igor seem to know about ruminants.
Oh. I have a little song. Let me tell you about ruminants. It will only take me 2 minutes. I forgot the rest of the educational song about rumination. But it's having a chambered stomach so you can graze on grass and still survive. Come here, TikTok. Let me give you a little smooch. Tastes like TikTok. Can you tell that we're delirious from exhaustion? But that's okay. Let's look. Oh, thank you, Trafalgar D. Water, for the $20 super chat. Thank you. I found you guys by first Chuckles, the clown short. That's wonderful. Love you guys ever since. Pre-ordered the deluxe box. Woo! Like an hour after it became available. Give it up for the deluxe box. Trafalgar D. Water. Something's getting cut off. Was wondering if Chuckles is one of your favorite characters to do. Yes, I love playing Chuckles, especially Stardust Rhapsody Chuckles. That characterization is my preference. Witchlight Chuckles is he's kind of a sinister dick of a character. I prefer more of a slightly more wholesome Chuckles, but they're both very fun to do. And so yes, I really enjoy playing Chuckles, especially Stardust Rhapsody Chuckles. He's very fun. Question for Gary Goodberry. Goodberry or Chuckles. How does one commit tax evasion? Hi! Well, I gotta say, in the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign, it's just launched. It's the best way to support us. There's all sorts of evil villains. You know what I mean? There's the evil, demonic, devilish horde king, giant goat of the woods. There's the living wicker man, possessed by the spirit of the crooked man. There's an evil ghost train. There's an evil vampire abbot. There's a crazy doctor lady that does experiments. There's a scarecrow demon. But you know what? All of these evil villains don't even match The villainy of the IRS. In Minecraft. This is a joke for legal and tax purposes. So in order to commit tax evasion, first you need to log into your Roblox account and then find ways to have pass-through income so that no one suspects a thing when you don't report your money. Just make sure you have a legitimate alibi and always use cash. I recommend carrying your cash around in paper bags or envelopes, like the mob. In Minecraft or Roblox, of course. Anyway, this is a joke for all legal and tax purposes. Anyway, bye. Oh, there is coffee. A little sip left. Kath Erickson, thank you so much for that $5 Canadian. Chuckles, Kiss, Marry, Kill, Cremy, Froth, Torbeck. Oh. Kiss, Marry, Kill. Oh man, who would be the best smoocher? I think, you gotta marry Cremy. Because he would be a very good housewife that would cook you very good meals. Marry Cremy. I think you would smooch Torbeck and kill Frost. That's what it is. So yeah, smooch Torbeck, marry Cremy, kill Froth. You heard it here first, folks. That's what you get. Yami Nozomi, $5, thank you. What are Chuckles' recommendations for smut? Oh, definitely Chuck Tingle. And anytime he has you get fucked by Bigfoot or a dinosaur, that's the best smut. Anything by Chuck Tingle. Look up Chuck Tingle. A lot of Bigfoot sex, a lot of dinosaur sex. That's the best smut that there is. So Chuck Tingle is Chuckles' recommendation. We also share the same name. So, I mean, it doesn't get better than Chuck. You know what I mean? Okay, what else? Question from another person. Team Jacob or Team Edward? It was too funny not to ask. Oh, you know what? I'm team, I like Patterson a lot better than that guy who played the werewolf, who's not a good actor. Patterson is actually quite an underrated actor who got done dirty by the opinions, by the whole Twilight thing. He's actually quite a talented actor and was excellent in The Lighthouse and The Batman. So definitely a Team Edward over here. We're a Team Edward house here. I'm doing the Gary Goodberry head shake even though I'm Chuckles. I'm fried, folks. The universe is colliding. Oh my goodness. Chuckles is just not like other clowns. Insert half smile and hair behind the ear. I'm not like the other clowns. I'm different from all the other clowns. I have a lot of guy friends because they're just less drama. Let's go to TikTok. Weevil and says, I love the Batman. Yeah, the Batman was a great film until the final third, or the final quarter, where the studio obviously said, you need to end on some big, giant, loud, obnoxious, narratively irrelevant action sequence. It was excellent up until that final point. They should have just left it as is and not let the terrible Warner Brothers tell them what to do. Look at what they did to the Hobbit trilogy. They just can't get anything right. Chuckles to do the audiobook for Chuck Tingle. I'll have his people call my people. I'm willing. I would love to read audiobooks. Sunshine and Freckles says, Chuckles, get your own TV show. I have people hostage. I would love to have my own TV show. But you need to help the Legends of Avantis make that reality. I don't have a choice. Do you know how expensive animation is? Animation is so expensive. Arcane was $10 million per episode. $10 million for one episode. So back the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com if you want to see Chuckles have an animated series at some point. It is part of our roadmap and business plan. Ghost Girl Weave asked, will the Ruby Dinosaur tier do a Crooked Moon one-shot? That's a good idea. That's a really, really, really good idea. Why not? I think we might. I think we just might. So become a Ruby Dinosaur. It helps us a ton. Patreon obviously is a huge part. Obviously, the Kickstarter is the biggest, but Patreon, month to month, month over month, Patreon is the best way to support us as far as all of our platforms. We appreciate all the support. But yes, if you do want to play in a one-shot, DM'd by one of us and playing with at least two of us, Ruby Dinosaurs get to enjoy that quarterly. And the last one that we did, actually, I was teasing the Crooked Moon before we even announced it. And they didn't, I don't think anyone, and no one was the wiser. Michael Brigham says, oh, gotta give it up, $20 super chat, and got the deluxe box. LOA, give it up. LOA, looking forward to the deluxe box. Thank you for getting the deluxe box. I snagged it 2 minutes after the Kickstarter went live. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Chuckles, what rare ingredient do you want to prepare, but have not yet cooked with? Oh, what is it? Land pig? Human brain, because human flesh tastes like pork, or so I hear. And it will be a great vengeance, because just as pigs ate me, I will take on the form of the pig. Maybe pigs should also be part of my theme, I don't know. Work in progress. Pigs, seals, llamacorns, llamas, I don't know. Bloxers James found you on YouTube Shorts. This Kickstarter is awesome. Thank you. I haven't, but plan to watch all the episodes in the coming months. Thank you so much. Now that this Kickstarter is live, I was wondering if the miniatures are worth it. I think so. I mean, if you think the miniatures are worth, like the detail on this, we had a painting stream yesterday, is unbelievable. Where's the Wicker Man? This is only prime and black. But this is the Wicker Man miniature.
Scaled down.
Scaled down. This is like 2 inches, at least over 2 inches smaller than it's going to be. This is all that could fit on our printer. It's going to be at least 2 inches bigger than this. And you can see, I have enormous fucking hands. Enormous hands. And look at how big this fucker is. And this is small. And the detail on it is, you can't really see it, but check out the turnarounds on the Kickstarter page. And so and there are some miniatures we're also going to we're going to get a little bit of a facelift, a couple of them. So we're even working on improving all of them. And look, I got it right. Look at the fucking detail on this. Look at this fucking detail. It's amazing. Look. So we only need 14 more backers to hit our goal of 9,200 for tonight. 14 more backers. Back the Kickstarter campaign. Help us raise funds for all sorts of stuff. We got a lot of great plans coming. Mikey, thank you for asking, Mikey. How do you feel about having to fight Chuckles if you play the Crooked Moon? Chuckles, who do you think would win, you or Mikey? Oh, I would trounce that weak-ass bitch ASAP immediately. It wouldn't even be close. It would not even be close. I would win. Chuckles always wins. He cannot be defeated, very obviously. I think it'll be very cool to face the Lord of Fools, because it'll be obviously just like the Stardust Chuckles and Wishlight Chuckles are different. Crooked Moon Chuckles is our analog of Punch the Fool from European folklore, I think particularly English folklore. It features in the film The Wicker Man, the granddaddy of folk horror. And so this version, the Lord of Fools, will be different as well. So yeah, that's stay tuned there. Chuckles the Pick Me Clown. Oh, that's really funny. Pick me. Oh man, I'm your work wifey. I'm gonna stop before I get too real here. Thank you, Ben K for the $5 super chat. Mass Neat says, will you ever release an island hidden as a Patreon perk? Probably not. I gotta say no. I'm sorry. Wait, are you paid by Derek? Is Derek here? What the fuck? Sushi Craft says, Chuckles the animated series where everyone is in the style of Batman the animated series except for Chuckles. That's awesome. I'm in. I'm here for it. I gotta be full-blown Hanna-Barbera style. I gotta be Hanna-Barbera, including the one background image they have on a reel that just moves behind them because Hanna-Barbera did like mass production super fast animation as cheap as possible. And so you just crank it, and so the background just has to look the same on repeat. And you gotta run from monsters with that. That's exactly right. Was actually, I don't know if anyone's seen the new Harley Quinn show, the comedy one. It's actually quite good, and they had like a scene where everything was, all the environments and the other characters were in the style of the animated series with the super art deco and the grim background. It was fucking awesome. That would be really awesome. Beardy Ben says, my dream one-shot is the Chuckle doing a straightforward performance of opera of Pagliacci and Gideon just walking in at the last scene and punching him. That's a brilliant idea. We gotta add that to our future content streaming needs. Sunshine and Freckles on TikTok says, Chuckles is an ultimate Sith Lord. Unlimited power! Do it. Do it. Do it. Somehow, Chuckles returned. Poor Oscar Isaac had to deliver that line. You could see it in his face. He's like, what the fuck am I doing? At least they're paying me. Rosalie Packard, thank you for the $10 super chat. If you wanted to ask a question, put it in the chat and producer Rick will pull it up. So make sure you back the Crooked Moon Kickstarter at thecrookedmoon.com. Link in the description.
We're 3 away from 9,200 backers. That's pretty cool.
3, we're 13 away.
Or 13 away, sorry.
We are 13 backers away from 9,200, which is our goal for tonight. And so we really appreciate the support. It's the best way you can support us. It's the biggest thing we've ever done as a group. We are currently the 11th biggest TTRPG Kickstarter of all time. The 11th biggest. And so, I mean, hitting hot top 10 would be fucking awesome. I would love to be top 10 for the first Kickstarter campaign that we've ever run. I'm honestly humbled. The fact that we're 11th right now after 4 days is insane. Less than, on our 4th day. That's incredible. That's just unbelievable. And so you can get, I can't really see where my finger's pointing. Chuckles Dice, Mikey's personal favorite, and Chuckles' favorite. Chuckles Dice. This is part of our Harvest Song pin set. All of the pins are chapter headers in the book. So teasing what chapters there will be. So very fun. The Chuckles boss, the Lord of Fools himself. This was done by, modeled by Francesco Oru, who did the Whiz Kids. He's worked with Wizards of the Coast, Whiz Kids. Anishag, he sculpted this. And this is for obviously mass factory painted and produced. So the actual sculpt is fucking insanely detailed and beautiful. And the concept art is by Kiana Ham, who works for Amazon for New World. So she's a new world. It's not Old World. No, it's New World. Yeah, she's so Kiana did our concepting for almost all of the boss minis. She is works for Amazon as the concept artist for New World. And then Francesco Oru, who is a legendary sculptor. He's done a bunch of board games. He's worked with Wizards of the Coast. Amazing to work with. He modeled it. So we really have a fucking super group all-star stellar team here working on the Crooked Moon. And these plushies were the legend herself, Blue Birdie of the Avengers community, designed all of these plushies, including the Hootsie plushie that we did with Makeship. She also designed all of these. So, I mean, just an unbelievable team they're working on. Would Chuckles, Trafalgar D. Waters with the $5 super chat. Would Chuckles buy Bitcoin? No, I would buy Honkcoin, my new blockchain currency, a forced meme if ever there was one. Because the fourth memes like Doge and shit and Sheeb can become coins, so why can't Honk Coin exist? There we go. Come on, tech bros, where are we at? KB with the $5 super chat, the real folk horror, having to successfully manage and deliver a $5 million Kickstarter project. Yes, that is going to be an absolute megaton project, but we are very excited to at the prospect. It's one of those things when the Kickstarter ends, the work doesn't end, the work is just starting. as we strive to produce and fulfill a massive Kickstarter campaign with a small team. But it's going to be several of us, our full-time job. So that's our main priority. Zach Merrifield says, Mikey, $5 site super chat, thank you. Are there any points of playing D&D online where you look back and cringe? So I mean, if you mean like our old sessions, absolutely. Like, it's one of those things where I always thought that we were like okay, right? But I look back at decisions that I made and how I used to DM and all of that, and I've had thousands of hours of experience, and you just can't not get better with that many reps. And of course, I look back and cringe at everything that I've done and said, and and who I was back then. I think that's inevitable, especially if you grow as a person. It's inevitable to look back and cringe at yourself in the past. Pencott K said, Chuckle, the first thoughts on Cremy, Gideon, Froth, Torbeck, and Gricko, and Twig. They're all just a bunch of, they're all losers. They're all a bunch of losers. They are the worst. They have it out for clowns. They don't care about clowns. They're Luddites. They have terrible taste, and they're ugly, and they're weak. That's my take on all of them. Twig's all right because she commits war crimes, and that's pretty cool. She's a fellow war crime conductor, and so I approve of her. Matt Neat says, what's your favorite dice set from the Kickstarter? Mine is the Graveyard, followed by the Labrador and the Horn King dice. Man, it's hard to tell. I mean, I think these are my favorite. The Graveyard dice are really amazing too. I love the Scarecrow dice. I love the Wickerman dice. I love the Swamp Hex. I love all of them. I love the Swamp Hex. I love the Shadow Cult, the Antler Beast. I mean, literally all of them are fucking amazing. I love the kind of more of a subtle one is the Crooked Moon dice set. Obviously, there's the Crooked Moon symbol on the Labradorite, but the resin one is subdued, but the silver inking makes it quite special. Yeah, and obviously the Horn King. I mean, all of them. Matt Max, Deluxe Box pre-order. Let's go. Woo. Give it up for the Deluxe Box pre-order from Matt Man. £5 super chat thing. And aspiring for the all-in box. Thank you so much. Well, you have a little bit less than a month. Everyone aspiring to that. Here asking the soundtrack ever be considered for physical release. So what I'll say is we've gotten a lot of comments about a vinyl for our soundtrack. And what I'll say is that how could you not think about a vinyl for a whole album by the Blasting Company? And we will see how well the campaign does and what future stretch goals there are. It really is going to be about what kind of support we can get. Obviously, a vinyl and physical media would be a massive, massive undertaking on top of everything else that we're already doing. So it will be dependent on how the campaign does and continues to do, is what I'll say. So keep telling your friends. If you want physical media of the Blasting Company soundtrack for the Crooked Moon, tell your friends and back the campaign. We really appreciate it. Mikey, what would you like to see as future stretch goals? Well, I've already teased one. Man, what are some more good future stretch goals? Should I not say anything?
Just your own personal, I don't know.
I think anything that would visually enhance the boss fights beyond the miniatures that we already have. I would say what I'd like to see as a stretch goal would be anything that could be additional, that could enhance epic boss fights in a visual way, and actually anything that will enhance boss fights visually, audioly. Yeah, that's my answer.
We're 10 away from 9,200.
We're 10 away from 9,200.
Oh.
So if you have not backed the Kickstarter, our very first Kickstarter, the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com, now is your chance to do it. We're trying to hit our goal of 9,200. We'd love to hit 1.875.
TikTok went down. Stream.
Oh, did it? No. Can I go live again?
Yeah.
Oh, my phone died.
Oh shit.
Oops.
You got it.
Yeah. Sorry, YouTube. I'll keep answering.
There's a couple questions for me. I'll answer those.
Can you hear producer Rick?
Yeah, I think they can, right?
Yeah. Let us know.
Background Kremmy, what I do? What's your favorite Cajun dish? Well, I gotta go with the obvious one of chicken and sausage gumbo. But I love jambalaya, crawfish stew, tart a la bouille.
Beignets.
Beignets, oh yeah.
Beignets.
Good old po' boy.
Mmm.
Yeah, I know it's cliche, but for me, it's hard to beat the chicken and sausage gumbo.
It's literally
it's like perfect.
Yeah. So I think I mentioned this on stream before. Where like when we have holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, like we oftentimes haven't done like the classic roast or the turkey. Like I just force Richie to make gumbo. My holiday dish is just gumbo, all of it. Richie's chicken and sausage gumbo is the greatest food on the planet, and I could eat it, for every special occasion.
Are you plugged in?
I'm plugging. I got to charge.
Well, can you get it mounted while charging?
Well, I want to. I guess I can. Oh, I guess I can.
It's like, yeah.
Oh God. Thanks.
There's another question.
Yeah.
They keep asking, what's my opinion on Gideon / Kremmy? I guess what it's. How do I answer this? I think how we've done things and role played has all been extremely natural and in character. And I'll say not a single thing that Mace or I have done has been for the sake of the fans or the sake of like forcing a ship. I think forced ships are really bad, but natural ships I think are super great. So me personally, I'm a fan, and obviously like I've played it up a little bit, but all sort of naturally and in character. So stay tuned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I love natural ships. Forced ships are just forced ships, and that's a feature of any fandom.
Yeah.
But I love the natural ones that just feel canon. What's Chuckles? This is Covert Cryptid. Thank you. What's Chuckles' favorite cryptid? Same question for Mikey. Well, so it's the cryptid that's got an alien-looking feller who's got a head that looks like this. A head that looks like this, and then a body that goes down like this, and then a flared base. So a head that looks like this, body that goes down, and a flared base, which I'm told is the Flatwoods monster. And Mikey's favorite is the Snallygaster, the local Maryland cryptid of Frederick, Maryland. We are not too far from Frederick, Maryland. And as a proud Marylander, born and raised, I got to go with the Snallygaster. I feel like that's the... and we are going to have a version of the Snallygaster in the Crooked Moon now that we've... a creature inspired by the Snallygaster. Citrusy says, unrelated, but I finally got the Curse of Strahd book, and I love Mikey as Sarnax. Thank you so much. So I'm trying to get a group together, but LOA has inspired me so much. Well, thank you so much for the kind words. One of the best things that we can hear is that we've inspired people to get into D&D, and we've spread the word of how amazing this hobby can be. We already got in Kremmy's background dish, Baconly Swiss. So, Chuckles the Fool, inspired by Punch the Fool of the Wicker Man. Yes, of course. We had to have a Punch the Fool. We had to have the Jester Joker, the King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime. And so what I'll say is the Lord of Fools and all of that whole myth and culture and all those references we're all trying to smash into Chuckles the Fool. And so it just happened to work that we have a very popular clown character that we didn't have to make up something. We could just pull in Chuckles to serve that role. And obviously there's the inspiration from Enoch from Over the Garden Wall, who is the big floating pumpkin. He's actually a cat, puppeting a pumpkin maypole. So there's a lot of inspiration there as well. What class in WoW would I play? Oh man, what would Chuckles play? Warlocks are kind of lame. Just, I'm gonna dot it up and... Man, what would I play in WoW? Mikey plays a Balanced Druid. I've been a Balanced Druid main for 20 years. Which is fucked up. I'm old as fuck. I've been a Balanced Druid main in World of Warcraft for 20 years. What would Chuckles play? I'd probably play a warrior so I could have a big clown hammer. How did that sound? A big clown hammer, an armed warrior or something. Or maybe an arcane mage is pretty good too, because you can blink around. Thank you for the super chat. Chuckles versus Sideshow Bob. How do you see things going down? All I know is that Sideshow Bob, aka Frazier, aka Baby I Hear the Blues a callin', tossed salad and scrambled eggs. I would trounce that bitch. His main nemesis is like an 8-year-old boy, and he failed catastrophically. At least my main nemesis is a fucking half genie with train magic who's got 20 fucking strength. And I had the terrible curse of whiskey sours and walnut brownies weakening me. Sideshow Bob doesn't stand a chance. And all I know is that I steam a mean ham, is all I'm gonna say.
TikTok going?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get TikTok going. What else? So we are 8 backers away from 9,200. Our goal for the night, and we are hoping to get to 1.875 for the night. So we hope to hit that. So if you haven't backed the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com or the link in the description, back the campaign. You get these amazing 7 away. These amazing. Let's go. We're so close. These are Kickstarter exclusive rewards. This will never be produced ever again. And they're only in the box. They're not add-ons. And then you can just add. These are all add-ons, as well as in our all-in box. All in. This is in the deluxe and the all-in. These guys are in the all-in and add-ons. All this is add-ons. So thank you. Oh, Clap Cloud asks an excellent question. If you are a true believer in Garrix the Fire Lord, you will back the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com, and preferably at the all-in tier. That is the true way to achieve renewal, not through destruction, but by backing the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. Clap Cloud asked for a Sarnak shill for the Crooked Moon. Thank you so much.
What would Sarnak say about the Druid subclass?
The Druid subclass is perhaps my favorite of all of the new subclass, the Circle of the Old Ways, which is favoring the old faith and in the trees, feeding them with the sacrifices they require so that they may grow strong and bring about true renewal through sacrifice. So, stay tuned. If you've in the VIP Discord, we've shown it off. Thank you, Clap Cloud. Trafalgar, when does everything set come with the signed book? No, it does not. So once again, due to the way of due to the logistics, the factory will be kitting out every single box and then sending them out to fulfillment centers around the world. We have 5 fulfillment centers so that folks in the U.S., Canada, UK, New Zealand, and EU do not have to pay customs and pay import taxes. And so, but for the signed books, we need to be shipped a bunch of books to sign in the US. We need to sign them and then send them back to our fulfillment. So they cannot be included in the box. It needs to be an add-on only, unfortunately. But thank you very much for the interest. For Mikey and Richie, so no Chuckles. Between Chuckles, Twig, Gideon, Gricko, Frost, and Torbeck, which one would be most likely to be stuck in a pyramid scheme? Oh, absolutely Chuckles. And Torbeck.
I think Frost.
Oh, Frost, yeah.
I think Frost is smart enough to see the appeal of it, but not have the wisdom to realize it's a scam.
Yep. Yeah. Well, actually, it's actually quite a good deal. The math all works out. According, Tiffany was able to get her own Ferrari working for this company in only 6 months, and she works her own hours. So I mean, that sounds like a great deal to me. Yeah, Frost. The answer is Frost. Liam C with the $10 chat. Gotta head to bed, but love you honks and hawknesses. Grandson getting mega backed, but quick, how might a warlock clown theme their Eldritch Blast? Oh, there's so many ways. You could do confetti, you could do cotton candy, you could do a big circus cannon, you could do balloon animals. You're throwing balloon animals that explode. You could do pies, cream pies. That's the obvious choice. You could do so many different flavors of Cream Pie and Eldritch Blast. So thank you so much. I'm gonna get TikTok going. Baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Oh, maybe I seem a bit confused, but maybe I've got you pegged. But I don't know what to do about those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. Bing, bing, bing. Good night, Seattle. Hey, Boomers, remember Frasier? So if anyone wanted to see me sing the theme song of Frasier, you saw it. There it is. Well, TikTok is taking forever to load. Oh, the squirty flour trick? Absolutely. Flour, like acid flour, like the Joker does, or like any other killer clowns. Boot. Live. Going live. At Chuckles anything. Go live. Not now. Be here for another hour.
Oh my god, look at Bork James there, mate.
Hold on. Oh, okay, we're back on TikTok. My internet might not be the best, but we'll see. And let's give it up to Blorks James with the super chats. Thanks for showing the miniature. Bought the all-in. Legend, Blorks James, you are the absolute legend. We are so close. We are 6 backers away from 9,200, which is our goal for the evening. Thank you so much. Claps in chat for the for the all-in box. Thank you so much. You're going to get all of this here. You're going to get these adorable guys. You're going to get all of these, the coin, both premium pins. You're going to get the Chuckles dice, as well as all of the other resin dice, the premium Labradorite dice, the glow-in-the-dark metal dice, all 15 enamel pins, our 3-pin sets, Harvest Song, the Witching Hour, and Darkest Heart. And you're going to get all 11 boss miniatures, including the Lord of Fools, the Wicker Man, the Grinning, the Grinning Sinner. Oh gosh, where's the Weeping Widow? Oh, the Weeping Widow. There you go, Weeping Widow TikTok. And the Beasts of Blight. And more. This broke off. So thank you so much. You're gonna get all of that and more in the all-in pledge for the Crooked Moon. You are very wonderful. Thank you so much. Gosh, we're only 6 away from our goal. 6 backers. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Let's see. Hello, TikTok. We're back. Sorry for crashing. My phone died. You know, Rich and I, our producer Rick and I always said, we need to make sure that we plug in and, we'll be fine. And my phone died. So Chuckles, yes. If you're just joining on TikTok, make sure you back our brand new Kickstarter at thecrookedmoon.com. How to use mustard to make war crimes? Very carefully. All you gotta do is just, in your bathtub, mix, and then this is where I would describe how to make mustard gas, but I don't want to be put on a list. Any more lists that I'm already on. It'll be a gas. Let's see. Genova Pooh says, just increase my pledge to help get the night's goal. Thank you, Genova Pooh. Oh, bother. Do you mean like Winnie the Pooh? Bother. Anyway, we need to get a version of the song Genova, Genova, with periods in between, sung by Winnie the Pooh. That's what we need. Thank you for. I'm sorry if that's neither of the references that you were going for. Just increase my pledge to help get the night's goal. What level of DM experience is necessary to run the Crooked Moon? We are trying to write this so it will be applicable for all levels of DM. We want to provide a robust set of tools for very experienced DMs to be able to enhance the game beyond what Wizards of the Coast has provided and other, on top of it. It's enhancing it, but while still speaking in a language that new DMs can use. What we want to do is offer like tips and advice that isn't prescriptive. But one thing that we've seen a lot of like feedback from a lot of different books is like, oh, I don't know how to role play this character, or I don't know what the motivations are, or I don't know what I should be focusing on. It's kind of almost like this. It's too much of a. It's not prescriptive enough in certain ways. So we want to offer for new DMs kind of advice on role play, advice on options, advice where basically you can plug and play, and you'll be a lot more equipped to confidently improvise around what your players do. So that's the goal, to be for all levels of play, including new DMs. Thank you so much for increasing the pledge. Pankai K. Oh, question for Richie and Mikey. Thank goodness. My larynx thanks you. What was your favorite campaign to do so far? I'll let producer Rick answer. The disembodied voice.
Oh, how do I choose? I mean, we say this all the time, but we think we're all kind of biased.
Oh, yes, of course.
Curse of Shudanya is a very special campaign.
Curse of Shudanya is very amazing.
Just the level of seriousness that we took it with. And
yes.
It was super epic, and it was a module, but had tons and tons of homebrew, and we totally changed it towards the end. And just the finale just blew me out of the water, and it's done, right? Like, it has the advantage because it's a totally completed campaign. It's really the only one on the channel. So that's my
It's got to be the same for me. It's the same answer. And TikTok, welcome all. We shut down. Welcome, honka honka. Yummy rose. Ice cream. Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang gang. I love committing war crimes. Gang gang. I wish there was wine in hell, and you know what I wish even more? That you would back our brand new Kickstarter campaign, The Crooked Moon. Go to thecrookedmoon.com, and you can get Chuckles-themed rewards, including Chuckles Dice, a Chuckles Boss miniature, a Chuckles enamel pin, and more. It's the best way that you can support us and Chuckles himself by going to thecrookedmoon.com and backing our Kickstarter at whatever pledge works for you. But the all-in box gets you everything, including all of the Chuckles goodies. So there's a Chuckles NPC, and I can say gang gang. Gang gang. Hello, Chuckles. Oh, yes. Back the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com, TikTok. Thank you very much. Is the clown risible? I don't know what that means. I'm a boomer. I am an ancient 34-year-old man in a clown's body, and I don't know what risible means. It sounds like Lunchables. Do they still make Lunchables and Dunkaroos? Is that still a thing, or is that only, hey kids, only 90 kids will remember? Chuckles just threw up. I mean, no, they just threw up. Sorry. Rechaser quotes me so much at work. And Weevil Enthusiast says, my voice is like a song. The hills are alive with the sound of Chuckles. Thank you so much. Back to the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. We were only 3 backers away from our goal for tonight. 3 backers. That's it. Only 3 backers. So 3 of you watching on TikTok. Back to the campaign. We're going to hit our goal for tonight of 9,200 backers. So thank you so much. Let's get to some YouTube questions. Oh, Cass Erickson says, thank you for the super chat. Will the soundtrack in the Kickstarter be available as a vinyl eventually? Well, it depends on how well our campaign does. What I'll say is that it would be silly of us not to consider a vinyl add-on, but we will, in order for that to happen, it would have to be at a high stretch goal. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So the better the campaign does, the higher the chance of us achieving our vinyl stretch goal. So that's all I'll say. A little bit of a tease for all of you watching live. And we love vinyls here. Andy who plays Torbeck, for all of you TikTokers who might not know who Andy himself is, he's a big fan of vinyl, and we all are. So is Derek. He also collects vinyl. That's Morning Frost. Profound Narwhal, that's a great question. Does the all-in box come with the pin and the glow-in-the-dark ghost train edge from the deluxe box? Yes! Everything in the deluxe box, every single thing in the deluxe box is in the all-in box as well. Every single item. Every single thing. And so it's the deluxe box plus all 3 plushies, all 11 boss miniatures, all additional 11, all full 11 sets of sharp edge resin dice, and the premium Labradorite dice, and the STL pack, everything. It has everything in the deluxe box plus more. And you get all of these amazing rewards in the all-in box. So this over here, you get the coin. The coolest thing is the collector's coin. Look at how fucking cool that is. Look at that turning GIF. And yes, I say GIF, all of you Zoomers. GIF with the J sound, and you can't convince me otherwise. That's right, TikTok. I said what I said. Don't at me. Hi everybody, Chuckles here. If you want to make an old clown happy, you would back the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com and get tons of amazing Kickstarter rewards, including Chuckles Dice, Chuckles Boss Miniature, Chuckles Pin, and tons more. And you get a full book, where it's actually all about a book that we're doing for folk horror, spooky Halloween stuff. And you can commit horrible, egregious war crimes with all of the tools present in The Crooked Moon! The Crooked Moon! Oh gosh. Chuckles, I have a classic question. Do you stand or sit while wiping? Oh, I'm a squatter. Oh, we hit our goal! With that, we hit our goal because we squatted over the toilet, everybody. And oh goodness, the Chuckles coin, well, it's a collector's coin endorsed by Chuckles, and it's in the all-in box of the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign. You get all of the goodies, including this adorable little plushy Borb. Look at how cute he is. Yes, yes, yes. And every boss miniature this is actually a small version of our Wicker Man miniature. Small version of our Wicker Man miniature. Look at that. How about that? Keep tapping the screen, TikTok. Gang, 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 gang. Gang. Yummy ice cream. My favorite war crimes is, well, I can't say that. Or the unilateral task force is gonna come after me again.
Did you get this one?
Another question for Richie and Mikey. What do you think? Oh, hold on. No, let's gotta scroll up. Oh, let's keep scrolling up. Okay, we got that. Drekken says $5 hype chat or super chat. Goat emoji. Would it be possible to send my plushies to a good home, or do the backer kit logistics make it impossible? I'm not a plushie person. Well, the box is gonna have to come to you, but what you do with them is up to you. I recommend donating them to your favorite local charity or Toys for Tots. Whatever you want to do. It will be fulfilling in September of next year, so you can give the Toys for Tots. So that a child can enjoy this little Borb for their Christmas present. So you can do it from your local, but we cannot basically break up your box and send it somewhere else. So thank you so much for the all-in. If you decide to get it, or if you have gotten it, thank you so much, Max. Oh yes, you did, Max Neat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's right. I remember your name. Or rather, Drekken. Math Neat, will the stretch goal items be included in the all-in box? Yes, everything is going to be included so far in the all-in box. It is the all-in box is going to include everything that's so far, and the idea is that anything that is not included to everybody will be very clear to mark that as an asterisk, if you know what I mean. So it'll be very clear. So thank you so much, Math Neat. Pankai K says, another question for Richie and Mikey. What do you think was the most chaotic campaign?
All together?
Rude! So people will think Witchlight. People will think Witchlight, but Witchlight's actually not our most chaotic campaign. Our most chaotic campaign is Uprooted, or our Root campaign. That is by far the most chaotic, and I absolutely love it. I love DMing. It is a zero prep campaign. Literally zero prep. I show up, and I with no preparation, and that leads to some of the funniest fucking shit, and the party's entirely unhinged, and it's amazing. We got a great question. Oh, well, Willing says, Mikey, your hair is amazing. Or you're amazing. Well, thank you so much. What are your thoughts on possums? Possums from the Bird Cop. Possums are very nice, and they don't have rabies, so you gotta love a good opossum. Sento says, please make sure to protect your voice. Oh, that ship has failed. Oh, my favorite question is, Chuckles, do you like jazz? I actually do like jazz. Mikey likes jazz too. Good jazz. A lot of the jamming stuff that's kind of not super structured is a little less my thing, but I do like jazz. Lady Alexandrana says, yes, Lunchables and Dunkaroos still exist. I will send some Dunkaroos if you want them. We can find Dunkaroos. Thank you so much. I did not know that they all both still existed. That's amazing. Corvus Airsoft says, do you have a favorite track on the soundtrack? Right now, there are songs in varying, states. So it's hard for me to pick because it's one of those things where like I don't want to be biased towards the finished stuff. So stay tuned. What I'll say is Underneath the Crooked Moon is my favorite song, and it's the full trailer. Actually, why don't we run the trailer, Rich? On YouTube. So you'll listen to my favorite track of the Crooked Moon here.
Hungry woods reaching high, snatch the light out from the sky. Leafy sighs, creaking bones, pray you don't get found alone. Crickly crack, the branches pop, it grows the night that never stops. The tree that leans with twisted grin, her limbs are thrown, her soul is sin. Underneath the crooked moon stalks the king on cloven hoof, in pale decay and empty gloom. He comes for you. Six horns his crown, his kingdom all, for life delicious heed his call. He carries six of sword and seal, once wayward souls the fallen kneel. Run, don't shrink and cower, and join us at the witching hour. Skip and sing, thrashing light to smother the shrieks of endless night. Dance beneath the crooked moon, and rising rapture hand in hand, from pale decay and empty gloom, we'll comfort you. May our light embrace you too.
We're back. What do you think, folks? After that trailer, you gotta be wanting to go to thecrookedmoon.com to weave your own dreadful folktale.
Apparently people got an ad during it. That shouldn't happen.
Oh no, what?
We had ads turned off. What the heck?
Don't we have ads turned off, producer Rick?
We do.
Oh.
I'll figure that out. Apologies if an ad showed up.
Yeah, sorry if there was an ad. We got all sorts of... I hope that all of you... The song is stuck in my head and has been for weeks. Maybe months at this point. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that for all of the support, the best way you can support us is thecrookedmoon.com. Well, we're already at 9204, already 4 backers past our goal for the evening, and we're at 1.871 mil.
We got 1.875.
We were hoping for 1.875 tonight, so let's try to hit that goal, folks. TikTok, help us hit that goal. YouTube, help us hit that goal. 1.875. We're going to get closer to our stretch goal than ever before. Let's see. Producer Rick, let's get some chats. One
second.
A Tingley says, absolutely disagree on pronunciation of GIF. It's okay to be wrong. But could you say the tongue twister thrice? I gifted a gift GIF to a gifted GIF gifter in a jiffy. I gifted a gift GIF to a gifted GIF gifter in a jiffy. I gifted a gift GIF to a gifted GIF gifter in a jiffy. I think I did pretty good there. What do you think, folks? This is the spray zone here, though. Producer Rick is over here. It's all spraying over in that direction. So thank you so much for the support by supporting the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. It's our first Kickstarter campaign, and we are so close to our goal. Minty Trash, thank goodness. Here is one I'll answer in Mikey voice. Mikey and Richie, what are your favorite moments from Once Upon a Witchlight so far? Rich, why don't you go ahead so I can drink some water?
Oh, favorite moments from Once Upon a Witchlight. Ooh. I guess it doesn't count between the Gen Con live shows.
Oh, the Gen Con live show. Yeah, that was the best moment. That was the best
really
moment.
fun.
But very few people in this chat got to experience the Gen Con live show. Come to Gen Con next year.
What else? It's hard to choose.
Yeah.
It's hard to choose just one.
It's really hard to choose. I think,
The Torbeck boss fight was amazing.
the Torbeck boss fight was really good. Torbeck boss fight.
DMing was a surprise to chat. They were losing their shit. It was really fun.
Guys Night.
Guys night. Yeah.
Guys Night. Julie Ruiz says, "Where do you get your adorable shirts?" I gotta say, I've been wearing a lot of Old Navy. It's not nothing fancy. Old Navy has large, comfortable, decently patterned shirts, and they're affordable. So that's where I get a lot of it, and elsewhere that I see interesting shirts. Oh my gosh, Black Alchemist, all-in pledge. Here we go. Claps in chat for Black Alchemist going with the all-in pledge. Thank you so much, Black Alchemist. I'm in between Chuckles and Mikey here. So TikTok, tell me about the tapes with Schmuzzy. Oh gosh, Schmuzzy, Hey boomers, remember Muzzy? In Vantage, Schmuzzy. It's how you learn Sylvan. Dark the Killer Hairball says you do Edwin pretty well. Thank you so much. That is the inspiration. Sir, what is your hair care routine? I actually do very little. The secret is doing less. Doing less. I'm going to commit various war crimes. I will say very silly stuff if people back the Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. We want to hit our goal of 1.875. Can we hit it? Trekken asks, Senor Mikey and Sir Richie, what's a moment in Witchlight that y'all still talk about outside of game? Going to sleep now. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, man. I mean...
We reference Guys Night all the time.
Guys Night. Guys Night, I think, is referenced all the time. I think that's like the big one.
My fucking legs.
My fucking legs is something that we always say. Emotional says, Mikey, how many balloons would it take you to make me fly? Mikey, myself, a lot. Probably no number of balloons.
I saw on TikTok it took 100 balloons to make a chinchilla fly.
Oh yeah, no, it would take like 10,000. Maybe 10,000 balloons. Oh, my D&D character is a clown named Clumsy, and he's a goofball that believes in clown anarchy. You gotta love that. Down with the system, man. You know what I mean? S6 Photon got the core box. I'm a sucker for a cool GM screen. Gotta give it up for S6 Photon. Thank you so much for backing. Really, really, really helps us out. The Crooked Moon at thecrookedmoon.com. It's our first Kickstarter. Everyone's saying my hair. I honestly do very little to it. Honestly, the idea is to, frankly, wash it as little as you can get away with. Because the natural oils will get stripped out and will begin to damage your hair. And so you want to have the natural oil to treat the hair as much as possible. So that is the secret, is to do less to it. And that's also with the skin, right? It's where I had a really rough skin and I just did less to it and suddenly it got a lot better. So just do less, like Kunu. You know what I mean? Kunu, do less. Oh. Well, folks, I think we're approaching the end here. Any final thoughts, Producer Rick?
We are so close. They probably can't hear
We are so
Should
close.
we go until 11?
Let's go into 11.
Yeah.
So 1.8, we are so close to our goal of 1.875. Can you help us hit it? Thecrookedmoon.com. So actually,
Oh, here's an interesting. Oh.
yes. Purple Dinosaurs has been saying this ever so often because I think it's interesting. According to my calculation, the Wicker Man is 45 feet tall. Yeah, no, it's enormous.
Yeah, that
It is
sounds about
absolutely enormous. It sounds about right. Where this is a towering monstrosity. It's a colossus. The intention of this is an absolute wicker colossus. The analogy that how they've been referred to in Druskenwald and Edge of Midnight are wicker titans. So they're basically wicker titans, and this one has come to life, so to speak. How excited is the gang for Gamehole Con in Wisconsin? We are very excited. There was a little bit of a snafu with our sponsorships, but we were able to come up with a good compromise, and so we are very excited. We had to adjust our people are trying to go live. People are trying to go live with us on TikTok. I'm getting in.
What does that mean?
I guess, is it dual? Do you dual live? So people are trying to join the live. Yeah, so I turned it off. I turned off getting invites. Andrew Storms on TikTok says, what's your favorite new subclass in the Crooked Moon? I have a ton of favorite subclasses. All of them are my favorite. But I already mentioned the Circle of the Old Ways Druid. I think I will say, because I play a bard in Edge of Midnight, the College of Whistles bard, which is, you can kind of see in our promo art, it's a kind of Americana, at least the art is, the art of that is like an Americana hobo railroad, vibe. So the main inspiration for that is the Ghost Sled Express, the Ghost Train. But the idea of whistling a lot of times, so it's not just a train whistle, but also whistling can kind of call forth the spirits. So using music to kind of whip up the spirits for various emotions, and using different songs to kind of call forth spirits that surround you and do different things. So I that's one of my favorites for sure. Rich, what do you think?
For subclass?
Favorite subclass?
The Occultist Wizard. I'm
Very
really
good.
Looking forward to. I think that a learned, knowledgeable, high int character that basically is every professor from a Call of Cthulhu, Arkham Asylum style game.
Yep.
Is sorely missing in D&D right now. And so I think being able to, delve into ancient tomes and learn occult knowledge and peer beyond the veil, it just sounds juicy as fuck.
That's amazing. I don't know if you and TikTok can hear producer Rick. Oh, James Jones just had his first drink tonight. Went well. Well, remember to drink responsibly. And enjoy hell wine if you want, or whiskey sours. But, be careful with that stuff. JCD is going to get back into D&D and bring out their Halfling Paladin. You got to love Halfling Paladins. We got Hi Uwu says, question for all of you. What are your favorite plushies? This guy, the Borb, the Creepy Crow plushie is my favorite plushie in the Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com. This little fella is available as an add-on in a plushie bundle with his friends, the Ghastly Goat, the Bewitching Bunny, and the Creepy Crow, or available separately, or available in our all-in box. Get these plushies, they're so fucking cute. This is my favorite. Richie, what's your favorite plushie?
Oh, it's so hard. I think the goat, but I mean, I love them all.
Yeah, they're just amazing.
That's just by a hair.
They're amazing. Isn't that crow adorable? You can get this crow. You can purchase this crow at thecrookedmoon.com. Back our campaign. Look at this little fucking Angry Borb. Angry Borb here. And you can play your own Angry Birds by just yeeting him across the room. And break a block castle. Oh, man. Keeley asked, what's your favorite enamel pin? Gosh.
Oh, I have one.
I have one too, the Wicker Man.
Hold on.
I mean, it's hard for me to Hard for. Oh, you have do you have the pins pulled up, Rich?
Yeah, I think I have it.
If you're on TikTok, you can do this on YouTube to see what. Oh,
I got it small, but
they're all really cool.
This is sort of a weird one. The dog.
Oh yeah.
Yorgrim's chapter.
Yeah, for Yorgrim's chapter, the Train Reaper, the cemetery chapter.
It came out so much better than I even expected.
Yeah.
Like, God, it's just so fucking cool.
So yeah, you can also tell. I don't know if anyone picked this up, but there are 12. There are 8 cultists. There are 8 cultists on the cover, standard cover of the Crooked Moon, and each one of them is wearing an animal mask. And all of those masks, animals, are reflected in these enamel pins, which also reference characters. And so you can tell that the deer is Farron, the crow is Jericho, the bat is Marius. But there's an owl, barn owl, which is obviously Lethica if you look at it, and the dog is Yorgrim. And obviously, Yorgrim doesn't have a dog in Edge of Midnight. Won't speak for the Crooked Moon. But a church grim, or a graveyard grim, or the black dog, and all of that is a very classic piece of English and European folklore. I think it's mostly the UK. So that made sense for an animal to represent Yorgrim, and we'll see if Yorgrim has a little pupper in the Crooked Moon. So yeah, it's a grim. It's a church grim. Yep, that's the idea. And that's where the church grim and the Barghest. It was the inspiration for our Grim Harbinger Ranger, the black dog, mythical creature. So if you want to have your own church grim and guard the resting places of the dead while being an omen of doom to all who hear your hounds baying, and to also be the arbiter of death with either the swift arrow or crossbow bolt or the vicious tearing apart of the beast. That's the Grim Harbinger. If you enjoy Kindred from League of Legends, that's an inspiration there.
We're less than 2,000 away.
We're less than 2,000 away from our goal for tonight, folks.
Top goal of the night.
For our goal for tonight. Oh, we got The Art of War pledged last night with the tarot cards in the book. Excited to see when it comes out. Let's go! I'm going to commit so many war crimes when I have these tarot cards. I'm going to give bad readings to all of my friends. I'm going to read tarot cards and tell them that the fates are saying that you should text your ex. Text your toxic ex back. That's how much of a fucker I am. War crimes.
It's only 3 all-in boxes away.
We're only 3 all-in boxes away. Do 3 of you on TikTok want to get an all-in box for the Crooked Moon? You can get this Borb. Look at this fucking Borb. Don't you want the Borb? Look at this fucking Wicker Man. This is a small version. He's going to be 9+ inches tall.
Somebody in chat said this reminds them of a QVC setup.
It is a QVC setup. That's basically what it is. I'm King.
Need like a fucking countdown timer somewhere.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Shill Miser. I'm Mr. Gold. I'm Mr. I don't know. We'll come up with a parody and I'll perform the entire thing if we hit some certain stretch goal. I'm Mr. Borb. The Quiet Ones win all in. Let's go. Thank you, the Quiet Ones. Give a round of applause to the Quiet Ones with the all in. I'm Mr. Borb. Look at how cute this guy is. I'm Mr. Crooked Moon. I'm Mr. What rhymes with Borb?
Orb?
Orb? Well, I mean, the Borb is just orb from a certain point of view. Lick my Angus says, holy frick, you make my heart flutter. Well, you know what they say, Chuckles is a bit of a lady killer. He's good with, he's the Riz Dizzler. Is Riz Dizzling a thing that kids say? Am I allowed to say Riz Dizzling, Producer Rick? Am I allowed to say Riz Dizzling? Dre says, where can I stream your campaign? Notice it isn't on Spotify and can't use YouTube at work. Yeah, well, we have failed our community terribly by failing to get up all of our campaigns on podcasts, except for Curse of Sardania. It is coming, though. We've been very preoccupied, and it does take considerably more work than people might expect to convert to YouTube and doing all of that biz. But we are hoping to have a lot of our campaigns on YouTube very soon. So thank you. Oh, we're Riz Dizzling. Riz Dizzler. They call me the Riz Dizzler. That's my Gotham name. I'm a combination of the Riddler and the Joker. And the Mad Hatter. The story of the Mad Hatter is that the guy is obsessed with Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. And because it's public domain, they can just use all that shit in there. Rose asks on TikTok, Chuckles, do you have Riz? Well, they do call me the Riz Dizzler. You tell me. Does Chuckles use moisturizer? No, I try to. I use a lot of chapstick, but I'm just a dry, itchy bitch, unfortunately. Do you like hugs? I love hugs. Chuckles, do you like ice cream? I love ice cream. It's the greatest, it's the saddest food known to man. It's great for depression eating. Eternal Slaughter said, talking about plushie, show off that cheap plushie I keep seeing in the background. It woke an ancient memory of me for the first time sitting back there. Of course.
Oh, they're hiding him.
Oh. Where's the mic? Anyway. TikTok. So most of you are probably too young to remember. The cheat. A trophy for the cheat. The cheat wins a trophy. A parade for the cheat. TV show featuring Cheat in the Trans Am. So this is a rare collector's item. Very few still exist, at least in the wild. I think they go for like $350 on eBay.
That is the original battery.
The original battery.
2001?
Yep.
2002?
Yep.
2003?
So it's a kick the cheat. So if it's smashable, if it's kickable and punchable to make that sound, which is the way that you trigger it. The cheat. The cheat. I will say a war cry if everyone in chat backs the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com, where you can pick up your own set of Chuckles dice with my face on it, Chuckles pin with my face on it, and Chuckles Boss Mini with my face, 2 of my faces on it. There's 2 faces on that mini. That's how big of a deal it is. So much Chuckles shit in there. Go back the campaign at thecrookedmoon.com. We're so close to our goal. We're less than 2,000 buckaroos away from our goal, so we can all do it together. Oh, Chuckles, what kind of wine should I get for you? Oh, gosh. A nice Riesling seems like something Chuckles would drink. Probably. Oh gosh, I'm being told that I'm huggable. That's what I'm told at least. It's not my words. Other people say it, not me. Oh, Trashfire Mason has backed and has the Borb. Trashfire Mason is in the Borb cult. Join us. One of us. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? Wouldst thou like the taste of butter, a pretty dress? Dost thou see a book? I will guide thine hand. Borb. Borb. Back the Borb. Hashtag back the Borb. The Borb. We're trying to give as many of these. We're going to try to have a whole murder of crows. We want to have a verifiable murder of crows produced and sent around the world in order to do this. Oh, it's super. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? These are all prototypes. TikTok. I think I've said this before. These are all prototypes. So they're changed. They're going to be even cuter. Little floofy tail, floppy ears. Adorable. What you call it? Adorable ears, stuffed horns. So we have changes that we're going to make, but you can see this is really like this. I think YouTube, you can see this too. Very you may not like it, but this is peak aerodynamic physical performance right here. Look at how aerodynamic this Borb is. Very eatable. And then,
for those that don't know, you actually don't get charged when you pledge.
yes, and you don't get charged when you
So
pledge.
you don't have to, if you know that you're going to have the money, obviously spend responsibly. But if you know you're going to have the money by November 2nd, you can pledge now. And it won't charge your account unless you pledge the signed hardcover. That's the only thing that will charge your account.
Yep.
But for everything else, including the all-in box, you can pledge now, and it won't charge you for another
Disembodied
4 weeks.
voice. That's correct. So it will not charge you. If you're worried about that, it does not charge you until midnight on November 2nd is when it will charge. And this Wolpertinger plushie, the Bewitching Bunny, little heart feeties, little cotton ball tail, and these wings are actually, we have feedback, these wings are going to be actually stuffed. They're flat right now, but they will be ultimately stuffed, similar to these little antlers. And a little Wolpertinger. And he's got little fangs. Look at this. Hello. I'm a bunny. Oh, hey, everybody. So help us hit our goal. Gosh, we are, 2,000 buckaroos away from our goal for the night. 1.875 mil. We're at 9212 backers. Thank you so much for backing the campaign. Everybody who's backed. We are on the way to 1.875. We're not going to stop streaming until we hit our goal.
Can you reiterate what I just said for the folks that can't?
Yes, and it will not charge your card if you back. It will only charge your card on November 12th, or not 12th, 2nd. Midnight November 2nd is when your card will be charged. The only charge that you'll ever get is if you get our super rare collector's item signed deluxe copy, where there's only 1,000 that we'll ever make. And so all limited copies, they just do a charge to your card to make sure you have the funds so you can reserve it to prevent people from just bogarting and hogging all of them. But if you're not going to get the deluxe signed copy, then they're not going to charge you until November 2nd at midnight. So just, if you're worried about that, if you're worried about cash flow, don't worry about that until November 2nd. What are some questions? Oh, you guys want to hear that? Oh.
We're less than
1,000 away. We're less than 1,000 away.
999.
We are only $999 away from our goal from the night. Hi, everyone. Love Chuckles as the character. Hi, Mikey. Do you guys want to hear a Gideon? Oh, Gideon. You best back the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com and get your own Chuckles dice and Borb right away. You did it. Oh, how's Ma Chuckles doing? Well, she replaced her hip. She's doing okay. We replaced the batteries in her carbon monoxide detector. That was important. The clown that created my chaos and turned me into a clown too. We will all be clowns. In death, we are one. In death, we are the Honk Legion. In death, we all support the Crooked Moon Kickstarter campaign at thecrookedmoon.com so we can hit our goal of 1.875 mil. And then I'll do a war cry when we hit our goal. How about that, TikTok? What do we think? What are we thinking, TikTok? Would you be okay if I did a war cry when we hit our goal for the evening? Oh. Hey, Chuckles, what's your favorite part about Gideon? Gosh, nothing. The fact that he's a little bitch. We are so close, folks. Oh my gosh, we are really close. We're like less than $70 away from our goal. Less than $70 away from our goal, chat. TikTok, we're less than $70 away from our goal. Thecrookedmoon.com. Get yourself a Borb. Get yourself a Wolpertinger. Kelly the Wolpertinger. Get yourself Little Phil. Wouldst thou like a pretty dress? The taste of butter. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? And he will have a mouth and a nose. That's feedback. Don't worry, he will have a nose and a mouth stitched on. He will be extra cute. She will have stuffed wings. Borb is perfect. You cannot improve on perfection. Literally perfect in all ways. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, we hit the goal! We hit the goal, everybody! I'm going to commit various war crimes. I'm going to be joined by my murder of Borbs, and we will take over the entire cosmosphere. We will rule every layer of the crooked moon. We will rule every phase, from gibbous to waxing, to waning, to new moon to full, to crescent rolls, from the fridge into the oven. We will rule them all with the murder of Borbs at our side. We will all have our very own Borb. Government issued Borbs for all. That's my war cry of the evening. Jeg's Beard, $50. $50 hype chat. OM goodness. OM goodness. It is a song that never ends. It will go on and on, my friend. Somebody started singing it, not knowing what it was. I forget the rest of the words, but I grew up with Long Lamb Chop like you did probably. It is a song that never ends. Oh, I need to read it, though. I need to read it. Lamb Chop Playhouse and Edge of Midnight yet. You know the song I mean. I just sang it. Thank you, Jeg's Beard, for the $50 super chat. You are so kind. Chester V. Horsington. A Borb for every house. A Borb for every season. Gosh, why are you trying to address me, Chester? Oh, I don't know. It looks like you needed help. Gosh, should we ride into battle as wizard and steed? Well, that sounds kind of nice. Well, no, that's my thing. Oh yeah, maybe we should have switched hands. I'm more of a lefty anyway. Yeah, well shucks. I can't believe all these fine folks helped us smash our goal of 9,200 backers and $1.875 million for the Crooked Moon. Oh yes, and yeah, and so I've seen people. Well, let's swap. Yeah, this is really throwing me off. Oh, that's much better. I'm more of a righty, and I'm more of a lefty. Oh, hold on. Gosh. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Do we have a good night, everybody? Did everyone get their own Borb? Yeah, that would be really nice. Oh, hold on. Let's scroll up a little bit, Producer Rick. I see a question from Ghost Girl Weeb. A potential stretch goal to be a Grim Puppy plushie? Well, that's a thought, isn't it? Maybe for a future thing, but we hear you loud and clear that a Grim Puppy is something that people want. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Well, shucks, I can't believe we hit it. We're at 92.15, folks. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of backers. You know what I mean? So many backers that are helping us. You can keep backing the campaign at thecrookedmood.com. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that would be very helpful. I can't believe that just me doing this live helped activate a memory and introduce me to my own horse. Here we go. Let's ride off and commit various war crimes. Yeah, you said it, Chester. Let's go. Oh, always I want to be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony. Oh, yeah. Always.
What a night.
What a night.
What a night.
I'm fresh out.
All right.
I'm fresh out of steam.
That's it.
Producer Rick, man.
Wrap it up.
Can I go to sleep now?
Yep. Say goodnight.
Oh, good night, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to this AMA. We did it, Reddit. We did it, Reddit. We won our goal. We did it, Reddit. We did it. Yeah.
Go watch that movie.
What?
Watch that movie.
Oh, everyone go watch Rampart starring Woody Harrelson. Everybody go watch Rampart starring Woody Harrelson. Yeah, we did it. Everybody, we absolutely, thank you so much for the wonderful, wonderful, we hit our goals, and we couldn't have done it without any of you. We found Chester V. Horsington. We got this is not my voice. What the fuck are you doing, Chuckles? My name is Gary Goodberry, everybody. And so what we're gonna do is sign off. What are we doing? Are we doing an impromptu stream tomorrow, right?
I think that's the plan.
Yes.
I think we might be streaming over on Twitch
On Twitch tomorrow.
TBD on details.
Andy will be joining us.
I think, probably.
Probably. Maybe. We're doing another stream tomorrow. Another one.
We can't help ourselves.
We can't help ourselves. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep shilling. We're going to have a great time. We'll see you tomorrow on Twitch. Stay tuned in our Discord for details. And subscribe on Twitch, or like on Twitch. Follow. What is it on Twitch? I don't know.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.